Hello, how's it going? Welcome in, welcome in. Hello, how are we doing? I hope everyone's having a wonderful start to their Saturday. Yeah, things are looking a bit different, aren't they? I've got some new layouts that were made. They are in my credits. It was done by the amazing Fumiho. Let me see if I can quickly grab their link because they did an amazing job with these layouts. So I highly recommend checking them out. And it was for a very good price as well. But yeah, these look amazing. I'm really happy with them. I'm actually going to quickly swap off of this to like a non-lyrical song because it is a little bit distracting. Ba, 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 ba. Let's go. Yeah, Pokemon soundtracks. There we go. Much better. I can think a little bit better when there's not lyrics blasting in my ear. Lars, how are you doing? Welcome in. Oh, I love the Burbank. Hello. Yeah, we're about to start and get this done. What do we think of the layouts? I'm really happy with how they turn out. You can see at the top left as well, we've got our most recent follower, as well as the most recent subscriber. Just sort of scrolling past up there. A little bit more subtle. I might include a sub goal part to this. Not sub goal, follow goal. Mother, what are we doing? Hello, my love. I'm pretty good. I'm ready. I did sleep heavy last night. Um, I ended up sleeping for 12 hours because work worked me hard. So, but yeah, I'm ready to rank the Pokemons. So I think we won't waste. One indeed, one indeed. All right, let's jump into this, shall we, and begin ranking the Pokemon. Also, you're going to see the new layout for this screen as well. Oh, chat resets in here, or did I not put chat in here? Did I put chat? Yeah, I did. It just resets in here because I had to do the size differently. So chat does reset, which is interesting. But Dream Poo. Where is my? Oh, it's under alerts. That's why. Is it under alerts? I don't know. I don't think it matters. Do you want to know if I can do this? I guess Faith didn't want me to miss it either because usually it's the exact time I'd have to start work. But this week I had to work yesterday, so today, it was perfectly timed. It worked out for the best then. Amazing. We're gonna go in order. So we have every single Pokemon, including new Megas. So there will be some spoilers in here as well. For new Mega Pokemon. As I scrolled through all of these as well. And they have the Raichu, which hasn't actually been officially out yet. It's been announced, but you can't get it. But yeah, as you can see, we have all these Pokemon. I'll be doing all forms of things. Except Alcremie, which they didn't do every Alcremie form anyway. But I will do both forms for things. So obviously we've got like 4 different dealing because there's 4 different dealing. So yeah, we'll be going through every single one. And to start off, I mean, if you know me, you know that number one, the first choice is infinitely easy. Oh yeah, I should probably explain what we're doing. So they're ranked differently on here because I really like Pokemon. I find it hard to say something negative about Pokemon because even the most bland designs I like. So what I've done instead is I've come up with a star system. So they can have 0 or 5 stars. And I will be ranking these based on how much I like their design, how much I liked using them if I've used them, and how well they play. Like, I'm not thinking about competitive that much because I don't really play it. But yeah, design, how much they're used, how fun they are. Because, for example, like Metapod, I don't. I'll get to that later. But there's some Pokemon that I don't like more than others, and it doesn't necessarily reflect that it's a bad Pokemon. And then obviously top 10 is for like 10 that I love that go beyond the star system. A perfect example of this is to start off right away is Bulbasaur. For those who don't know, Bulbasaur is my favorite Pokemon of all time. I love him. To give like a little bit of backstory, like I'll try and explain why I put what where, but Bulbasaur wasn't my first starter. I originally played a secondhand copy of Pokemon Gold, and Cyndaquil was. But Bulbasaur is my favorite because I think it's an amazing design. It's really cute, and I've grown to love it. And Ash's Bulbasaur was amazing. But specifically, there was one episode of the anime. I have one of the collections. I had them originally, but I don't have them anymore, and I only have one part of them. But they released during Generation 3 a series of DVDs that were called Pokemon Chronicles. And these focused on side stories. They didn't have Ash. There was some about Team Rocket. There was some about Misty, who had left the anime at this point. About Professor Oak. About Butch and Cassidy. There were all different ones. And one of these episodes is about a new trainer coming to Professor Oak's lab to pick a starter Pokemon from Bulbasaur, Charmander, and Squirtle. And at this point, Ash's Bulbasaur is at Oak's lab, helping out. He takes care of the garden and all that. And the kid that arrives is a proper little brat. And the entire way through the episode, the starters get lost, and Bulbasaur, Professor Oak, and this kid have to try and find them. And Bulbasaur is the absolute goat of that episode. He helps make this trainer realize that he needs to be more respectful of Pokemon. He helps the trainer, in fact, choose Bulbasaur as his starter by the end of the episode. But Bulbasaur also, like, 1v, like, 30s a bunch of Primate with Solar Beam. And just the whole episode, he's amazing. And that episode made me fall in love with Bulbasaur. Because I thought he was so cool, he was strong, he was so caring. He just became a Pokemon I loved and adored. And I watched that episode over and over again. And that is why Bulbasaur is my favourite Pokemon, and I've always used him if I have the opportunity to. So, yeah, that is why Bulbasaur is in there. That'll probably be the longest explanation, but that is why I love Bulbasaur. Moving further down the line, Ivysaur. I'm going to put Ivysaur in 5-star. Because, again, it's the evolution of Bulbasaur. Obviously, it's not top 10, but, like, I love Ivysaur. Smash Bros. Brawl made me love Ivysaur a lot. I've in fact got the amiibo for Ivysaur, and I love it. And again, I tend to pick Bulbasaur, so I tend to use Ivysaur, and I think it's a pretty good Pokemon. And by extension, you can guess that Venusaur, it's going in here. I end up spending probably the most time with Venusaur, because I do evolve my Bulbasaurs for playthroughs, because I like to have a Pokemon that can actually do a lot more. And the start Pokemon is pretty important to evolve. So I always like having Venusaur. I do love Venusaur. The same thing, again, for its Mega and its Gmax. I personally prefer its Gmax form because it just looks a little bit better to me. There's a little bit more difference. But most of the Megas tend to just be an enhanced version, whereas the Gmax actually looks pretty good. Ivysaur is my favourite player of the 3 trainer Pokemon in Smash. Yeah, exact same. I love Ivysaur. I think he's so fun. He's a blast to play. And he's the middle range. He's like a mixed attacker. He's not really light to knock out, but he does enough damage compared to like Squirtle. And using Vine Whip as a recovery is fun. Alright. Next. Charmander. Charmander's a 3-star for me. I do like it. I think it's good. He's fun. You know, I don't have too much to say about Charmander. It's just another starter. I do like him. I think he gets lowered because of a different Pokemon later on that I will get to. But I generally liked it. I always thought Ash's Charmander was fun. It was a cute story. It was, sad, and it was really wholesome. However, I will say, Charmeleon is a 4-star. I really like Charmeleon's design. I don't know what about it specifically is, but I like it. I think it was because, again, in Pokemon Chronicles, Richie had a Charmeleon, and I just thought his was cool, and he called it Zippo. which I'm pretty sure is a reference to lighters, a Zippo lighter, but I did like it. Now, this is probably where a lot of people will get annoyed at me because, and I have valid reason for this, and this is where you will hear the biggest tangent ever. I fucking hate Charizard. I genuinely think it is the worst Pokemon to ever exist. Now, hear me out. I used to like Charizard. I appreciate Charizard. He was a cool fire lizard. I'd used it, and I might still use one occasionally if I'm playing through like Fire Red, Leaf Green, and I've already used Bulbasaur and Squirtle a lot. But it's these other forms is what annoys me. Now, Charizard from 1 to 4, he was fine. They referenced it, it was fine. But like all the starters felt like they equally got some love. And yeah, that's fine. No issue that. I'm fine with that. Most people think it was Gen 6, but it was Gen 5. There was a twist. That things started to get a little bit different. In Gen 5, in Unova, there are no other Pokemon until the post game, and then Black and White 2. But in Gen 5, there are exclusively Gen 5 Pokemon. One of the bridges is referred to as Charizard Bridge. Now, in a region where people don't see Charizard or any other region Pokemon, why is this bridge Charizard Bridge? It's just a reference. That's fine. I don't mind that. But it's what comes next. In X and Y, Pokemon got Mega. Every Pokemon got, well, not every Pokemon, but like every Mega Pokemon got one Mega, except Mewtwo and Charizard. Now, Mewtwo, sure, he's a legendary. He can get 2, but Charizard got 2. And the reason that annoys me is because Venusaur and Blastoise got 1, and Charizard got 2. And I'm going to rank these, and I'm going to be fair. I think Mega Charizard Y is 4 stars. Now, hear me out. I'm not ranking this as a Charizard. I'm ranking this as a Mega Pokemon. To me, Mega Charizard Y does look like an improvement of Charizard as a Mega form. It looks similar to how Venusaur is a Mega of Venusaur. You could see that it's a Mega form. For this reason, I think Charizard X is fucking awful. Because it panders to, oh, Charizard should have been a Dragon type. Oh, its shiny is amazing. Let's make it look like it's shiny. It's so lame because it's trying really fucking hard to be cool. And that is why I do not think it is, because it's not Charizard at that point. It's a different Pokemon that is what people want Charizard to originally be. So that is why they're both in 0 stars. Oh, and then yeah, also Gigantamax Charizard. Gigantamax Charizard is there because, while, yeah, it looks like a Gigantamax Charizard, it was added in the base game of Sword and Shield as the Champions Pokemon when Venusaur and Blastoise, A, weren't in the base game, and B, didn't have, well, they were in the base game, but you couldn't get them, but also didn't have a G-Max form until the DLC. So again, Charizard got something when these two didn't. And then in Scarlet and Violet, again, Charizard was in the base game, Venusaur and Blastoise weren't. And he was also the first Mightiest Mark raid. Venusaur and Blastoise actually didn't appear till a lot fucking later. It was, I do not understand. And then also, spoiler for ZA, but one of the final trainers you fight, they're Mega Charizard. Not a new Mega Pokemon like everyone else. Nope, they use Charizard. Because they have to have Charizard as the final boss. Again. So, anyway. That is me hating Charizard to its fucking core. So. In fact, I might move these down more. These are all going to go down one. Squirtle. Squirtle's pretty cute. I will give it a solid 3 stars. I've not got too much to say. He is kind of like, he was originally like, everyone used to be like, oh, it's Charizard and Blastoise, but now it's kind of like Charizard and Venusaur. like especially with the polls, Bulbasaur was in top 10. Charizard wasn't. Get fucked. And Squirtle was like fucking miles away. But yeah. Um, I do prefer War Turtle. I think his design's a lot nicer, but it kind of gets a bit bland again with Blastoise. Um, I just think, yeah, it's cool, but I miss the tail. The tail was really fun, and they dropped it, and I don't know why. Um, Mega Blastoise is a drop down again. Like, don't get me wrong, it follows that what I've been saying, where the Mega Pokemon is just an enhanced version, but I feel like it could have been a little bit cooler. And maybe they should have given it a secondary typing. If they can give Charizard Dragon, there's no reason Blastoise couldn't have had Steel. So, however, I think Gigantamax Blastoise, phenomenal design. I love it. It's like it's like a fortress, but also what are they called? Like a battleship, and I really fucking love it. So I think Gmax Blastoise is phenomenal, and I really recommend using one. Caterpie. Yeah, Caterpie's a solid 4 stars for me. Um, Amazing anime introduction. It was Ash's first Pokemon, and it was actually my first Pokemon I caught as well in Gold and Silver. I caught a Caterpie. Um, Sorry, taking a drink. I have an Oasis. Amazing Pokemon. It's, early bug type. I love it. It's cute. Pokemon Mystery Dungeon's kind of what made me fall in love with it more. The original Explorers game, there's a Caterpie that's like a big fan of you that you save as the first mission. And he always talks about wanting to join your team later on. And he's just generally a cute little guy. Metapod is kind of like, it's a 3-star. There's not much I can say about Metapod. It's a cocoon Pokemon. The Metapod episode where it hardens and they shine, it's fun. I love Metapod. I've got a soft spot for it. But, now this will surprise you, because Butterfree is my third favorite Pokemon, but I'm putting it in 3 stars. And I'm going to quickly answer this, because I actually prefer Gmax Butterfree. So I'm trying not to, technically, like, Butterfree is my top 10, but I prefer the Gmax design, and I don't want to waste 2 slots on Butterfree, if that makes sense. Kind of like how I don't waste 2 slots on Ivysaur. Butterfree is amazing. It's one of my favorite Pokemon. In fact, I'm gonna no, I'm doing it in order here anyway. I love it. I think it's amazing. It was the first Pokemon I fully evolved. It's super fun. It's really nice to use early game against Brock in Red, Blue, Yellow. And we were playing a Cobblemon tournament in like a little while back, and my lead was Butterfree, and I had one with Compound Eyes and Sleep Powder with Quiver Dance, and I kept sleeping everyone and then setting up with Butterfree and wiping them. And to be honest, I could probably have given it Baton Pass if I had TMs, and I think that would make it even better. But someone in the event built their team to knock out Kias, and when they fought against me, my Butterfree knocked 5 of their 6 Pokemon out by itself. And Butterfree single-handedly nearly got revenge for Kiwi's entire team. And then it was the last Pokemon was cleaned up by my Dragonite. So, yeah, I love Butterfree. Next is Weedle. I can't say much. It's bug Pokemon. I prefer Caterpie. Weedle's fun. Same with Kakuna. I can't say much on it, so I'm going to put it 1 stars. Not necessarily because it's bad, but there's not much for me to say. However, I will say Beedrill is a solid... I'm going to say 3 stars. And then I'm going to put Mega Beedrill in 4 stars. I think they're fun. Mega Beedrill is really cool. I actually really do like it. I think it's really cool design. But it's a cool bee Pokemon. I don't really use it. There's not much I can say. Yeah, it's one of those things. It's there's some Pokemon I haven't used, so I don't really say much about them. And we've got a lot to get through. So Pidgey, I'm gonna be honest, it's kind of bland. it's your early game Pokemon. It's not my favorite Route 1 bird. So I do like Pidgeotto a bit more, and same with Pidgeot, but I feel like the 3D hasn't done them justice, and there's just not much I really like about them in compared to a lot of other flying types. But also just in general, Route 1 bird Pokemon. However, I do think Mega Pidgeot is pretty damn good. It could have done with like a secondary typing. I would have given it like electric or something. Even dragon, I think would be. I think some ROM hacks give it dragon as a secondary typing. So, Rattata, sorry, it's 1 star. It's a purple rat. I can't say much about it. Alolan Rattata, I think, is a little bit fair. This is our first regional form. Alolan Rattata, I like it a bit more. Makes the typing a bit more unique. It's pretty cool. Raticate, again, 1 star. Alolan Raticate, though, 2 stars. Again, I prefer the typing. I think these guys would have been this typing. I think a lot of like regional forms for me originally seemed like what this Pokemon would have actually been if they were made today. And I think these two are a prime example of that. Dark type didn't exist when they came out. I don't know why they didn't retroactively solve them and make them Dark type, but I think these two would have been Dark type. Spearow, again, a lot of the Gen 1 Pokemon can be quite boring, especially compared to now. It's a 1 star. Spearow, I kind of like it a bit more, but again, there's just not a lot I can say for them. So it's cool. It's a decent Pokemon. Ekans, not so much Ekans. Ekans is 1 star, but I really kind of like Arbok. I really liked that in the earlier games. They had different patterns in each game, and I wish they kept that up and perhaps had that as a form, because I wouldn't mind collecting one from each game to have a different form of Arbok. Hopefully they add that as a regional form. I would like that. In fact, I really want Arbok to get Mega or regional form or an Evo. Excuse me. But I also think Arbok is definitely one of those Pokemon that when in Gen 2, they should have just slapped the Dark type on it as well and made it Poison Dark. I don't know why they didn't. So, Pikachu. Guys, I'm going to be honest. I'm a Pikachu fan. Hello, Rasheen. How are we doing? How's it going? I don't know if you could hear that. I might have not turned the audio for these on. I might need to move these along a bit more. Let's move that along to the lot further over here. Oh, kind of me too. I got up at 12. I slept for like 12 hours today. I was very, very excited. Belzy, how are you doing? Yeah, Pikachu's a 5-star for me. You know, I think it's a lot different for Pikachu getting a lot of praise versus Charizard, because Pikachu's the mascot. But also, I feel like there are less Pikachu forced stuff than there is Charizard. I feel like they shove Pikachu down our throat less than Charizard, which is insane. Sorry, Kiwi's just messaging me. Oh, Tats, how you doing? Thank you for your daily sacrifice. But yeah, I think Pikachu's a solid 5-star. I gotta give it to him. I do love G-Max Pikachu. I think it's amazing. I love it. I love the P. So. Oh, I need to watch it. I haven't watched it yet. I know what happens because I've read the manga, but I haven't watched it yet. Yeah, I love G-Max Pikachu. Hi, how we doing, Tats? Next is Raichu, and I'm gonna be honest, I love Raichu, but it doesn't compare. This version doesn't compare as much to Pikachu for me. It is kind of a downgrade. But Alolan Raichu, phenomenal. Yeah, we're ranking every single one. We hit a sub goal for it. To say that I would rank every single Pokemon and probably insult some people. Insult some people's favorites. I love Alolan Raichu. I think it's an amazing typing. It's so cute. It's definitely an improvement upon Raichu. I mean, It's adorable. I love it. And I think it's chocolate shiny is so cute as well. So, um, these two are next, and these are hard to rank. I'm gonna put them in 4-star because we've only seen the two designs. Cat's rocking on a rock chat. I like them Pokemon. Is that a Pikachu? I like that Is that Pikachu? That's Pikachu there as well. Oh, Pikachu. Is that a Pikachu's? Yeah, I love these megas. I haven't used them because they're not out. I love that one looks more like Raichu, and I like that this one looks like Pikachu. And I think they're both cute, cute designs. And I've seen the memes about this Raichu specifically. I don't let anything past Gen 2 and I'm lost. You mean you don't know Golden Ghoul? I mean, I feel like there are some amazing new Pokemon as of late. This one in particular, Hydrapple. We'll get to him by the end of this. All right. Sandshrew, I'm going to be honest, it's 1-star. I kind of don't find him that interesting, and his move pool was genuinely one of the worst. Especially early on, so... Alolan Sandshrew, it's cute. It's super duper cute. It's such a big improvement. Yeah, it's probably going to be like a 7-hour stream. I think that Alolan Sandshrew an amazing improvement upon regular Sandshrew, and I love it. Sandslash, again, I've got no real attachment to it. It's alright. It's alright. I don't hate it, but I just can't give it much credit. Alolan Sandslash does drop a little bit for me. I know that they can't make it as cute, but when you've got this cute thing, going to this is a little bit upsetting. So, Nidoran female. I'm gonna give it 2 stars because it was both of these 2 stars because these are both Nidoran male and female, and they have different dex entries because they were the first gendered Pokemon before gendered Pokemon was a thing. And I gotta admit, yeah, I kind of like them. I think that that was the first step in added gendering Pokemon, so I think it's pretty cool. The rest of them, I don't have as much strong feelings about after that, but I do kind of like Nidoking and Nidoqueen. I think they're decent. Clefairy is a 2-star for me. I'm partial to a Clefairy. I think the non-existent Pokemon Pink, maybe one day we'll get it. We won't. But you know, Clefable is, yeah, it's not too much different. It's kind of cool. I just don't have much to say about it. Mega Clefable is weird because I'm gonna put it in 3 stars. It does have an ugly ass design with the beret that just looks like it's got shit on its head, but the wings and the fly type, they do a lot of work. So, Vulpix. I'm gonna hit a controversial opinion here. The most memorable thing about Clefairy is who's that Pokemon? Exactly. Well, Clefairy as well, and this has been a Pokemon fact I've said before. Clefairy was the original mascot. But they changed it to Pikachu because they thought Clefairy was too girly. Which, yeah, I get it. Give me a Pokemon game with only pink Pokemon and maybe I'll finally play a Pokemon game. There is an episode in Pokemon the Orange Islands where there's Pinken Island and all the Pokemon there eat pink berries, therefore that their color has now made them all pink. And there's like a pink Rhyhorn and stuff. Pink Butterfree as well. So, normal Vulpix, 3 stars. I like it. It's cool. It's decent. But damn. Alolan Vulpix is so much better. It's so much better. It's so much more cuddly and cute. I love it. I will say Alolan Ninetales, solid 4 stars. I like it a lot because of Pokemon Mystery Dungeon with the Alolan Ninetales tail. Also, if I'm playing through Leaf Green, Ninetales is more likely to be my replacement for Arcanine. So, yeah. However, Alola Ninetales is one of my top 10. I fucking adore Alola Ninetales. I think it is a beautiful, elegant Pokemon. It is an amazing typing. Ice Fairy. Fuck yeah. I love it. It just scratches an itch in my brain. If I could play through Kanto and use Alola Ninetales without it being a trade, I 100% would. So, I suppose I could with Pokemon Go, but you know what I mean. Maybe I'll do that in Let's Go. Maybe I will. Jigglypuff. Yeah, Jigglypuff's got kind of a soft spot. I remember it in the anime. In fact, it's probably going to go into 2. It was fun. It was one of those weird Pokemon where it was really popular in the early. Like, there was a lot of Jigglypuff merch because of the anime. Like, that, Psyduck, Poliwhirl because that's one of the devs' favorites. It was a really weird, interesting Pokemon. Next, Wigglytuff is a solid 4 stars for me. If you play Pokemon Mystery Dungeon Explorers of Time and Darkness and Sky, the Guildmaster is a Wigglytuff, and I absolutely love the personality of it, and I just think it's amazing. Yeah, I'm not so much a Jigglypuff player in Smash, but, I think it's cool. Zubat, I'll be honest, I do love Zubat, but yeah, it can be annoying. It is the infamous cave encounter Pokemon. And I'm going to say the same for Golbat. When you get later in the game, it's just a Golbat instead. I do like these Pokemon, believe it or not, but it can be so annoying to encounter. So, Oddish is a 4. So normally we have channel redeems for the Pokemon facts, but I'm gonna give this one as a freebie. I can't remember which game it is, but I think it might be. It's in Gen 3, but Oddish's actual name is Odium Wondrous. That is its full name, but it was shortened to Oddish. And I always call my Oddish Odium because I love Oddish Wondrous. It is such a fun name. Yeah, it is. Gloom, I have no real attachment to. It's like a 2. Vileplume, I'll give it a 3. Like, where I've used an Oddish, I've had Vileplume. I like Vileplume, but I used it when I was playing through Gen 3 because I needed a grass type and I didn't want any overlapping types. So I used Vileplume and I had a lot of fun with it. So, but it's not that high up for me. Paris. You know what? I'm a solid Paris enjoyer. Paris needs more love. It was hilarious in Legends Arceus, and to an extent, I'll put Parasect with it. These Pokemon are so underrated. They unfortunately have so many weaknesses, and I think in Gen 1, so Poison used to be good against Bug. This Pokemon had the most weaknesses of any Pokemon ever in history because it's that bad of a typing. But also, it just doesn't really do a lot. Its only good thing is Spore, which if you're catching Pokemon, yeah, pretty helpful, but it's not going to live a lot. So, yeah. Venonat's a solid 3 as well. I love Venonat. It's really cute. Venomoth is a 2. I also have a fact about Venomoth. The game devs do not like Venonat and Venomoth. Excluding remakes, the last regional Pokedex Venonat and Venomoth were in, before Scarlet and Violet, was Pokemon Crystal. Which is an insane... That was like 20 years. Let me double check. When did Crystal release? Crystal released in 2000. Okay? Let's look up when Scarlet released. There was a 22-year gap where this Pokemon did not appear in a new regional dex. And bear in mind, the only Pokedexes it would have appeared in this time would have been then the Gen 1 remakes in Kanto, which was like 2004, and then in Heart Gold and Soul Silver, which was 2009. So if you really want, and then Let's Go. It did appear in Let's Go. But it has not appeared outside those two regions. This fucker needs a regional form. This could have been a regional Frostmoth. Diglett, look, I'm going to put Diglett in 2 stars because of Pokemon Mystery Dungeon and the little joke about it having feet. But I'm going to be honest, the Diglett line overall, it's just not that interesting. I just don't really care about it. I even kind of dislike Wugtria because of the hair. I get it's a joke and it's funny, but it's just not that interesting to me. So yeah. Meowth. Alright, I'm gonna do all the Meowth forms here. So I actually really fucking like Meowth, and before Scarlet and Violet ruined it, I had a theory that Meowth was gonna be the new Eevee. In the sense of that Meowth was going to get a regional form in every single game, and then Scarlet and Violet ruined that theory. So it didn't last long. I really wish they did, because I thought it would have been fun if they had a regional Meowth of every type in a different region. And maybe they could still do it. Maybe they just skip Gen 9, because I guess they skipped Gen 3 in Pokemon with forms. Like, I think it, because Meowth is like an honorary mascot, you know? He's always been there with Pikachu because of the anime. Like, I think if we had, you know, Pikachu be the main mascot, Eevee be the evolution mascot, and then Meowth be the regional form mascot, beautiful. I'd love that. But I love all the regional Meowth designs. I think they're amazing. I also think Gmax Meowth, phenomenal. Love the long cat meme. It's funny as fuck. So, yeah. I wish I used this in my first playthrough. I didn't, and it's an event-only thing. But maybe I will. Maybe I will. Maybe I'll use one when I play through Sword and Shield again. Persian is kind of a 2 stars. It's kind of boring. Same with a Alolan Persian. There's just not enough going on for me to kind of like it. I would much rather keep it at Meowth. Psyduck, it's solid 3 stars. I know Kiwi loves this. It was one of her first favorite Pokemon. I love Psyduck, but he doesn't do enough for me. He doesn't do enough. And Golduck is a tier down. God, I'm realizing the scale of this project now and how much talking I have to do non-stop. Oh my god. Psyduck is relatable. He is. Do I have the image? Oh, no, I don't. Let me find it real quick. Let me find it. I had this saved and I sent it to Kiwi frequently. Can I just paste it in? There we go. I fucking love this image. I'm going to be here for hours, yeah. Let's take ibuprofen together. It's so fun. Yeah, that's the only thing that I really loves me about Psyduck. And then Golduck is just boring. He needs a Mega or something. Mankey. I like a Mankey. I think he's cool. Primeape as well. Again, some of these Pokemon I just don't have much to say. They're cool. I've used them a couple times, mainly in Pokemon Yellow because it helps with Brock. Growlithe. I love Growlithe. I think he's cute. I love this Growlithe. Oh, where did I drop you? I've lost the Growlithe. Oh shit. Guys, you see Growlithe? There he is. I love this one more. Same with the Arcanine. However, I am going to do these ones in order. Hisui and Arcanine is my... Oh, sorry, boy. I didn't realize you were under my desk. Just stomped my boy. I'm so sorry. Good boy. You okay? Are you sleeping, boy? Sorry, I didn't mean to wake you. Um, Hisuian Arcanine's my favorite. I loved him in Legends Arceus. I thought he was so fucking cool. I love the Arcanine liners a lot. I used Arcanine in my playthrough of uh, Gen 1, and I think he's cool. And it's like, it's just cool being able to ride an Arcanine as well. So, yeah. But Hisuian Arcanine, the rock type, it does a lot. I think a lot of people were thinking it was going to be dragon type. But it's based off the statues. I can't think what they're called, but they're like these lion statues. Mainly in China. But I think they're really cool. And those are like the little stripes on this one. Poliwag, I love a Poliwag. I also really like Poliwell. Poliwell's more there. Whereas Poliwrath kind of drops down for me because... In fact, it's probably one because of how not different to Poliwell it is. I love Poliwag's line. I think it's really cool. It's a fun Pokemon. It's cute as well. Everyone else as well thought that this was the nose and this was the mouth. But no, that's the mouth. The mouth is up here for Poliwell. I just kind of like these Pokemon. They're funky and I like them. There's not much I can say about them again. I just think they're neat. Abra. Abra's a cute solid 3 for me. Kadabra as well. I think this whole line just kind of sits here. I like them. They're solid Pokemon I enjoy. I do wish you weren't a Trade Evo. I hate trade Evos in general. I think they're stupid. And the fact they added the linking cable to evolve Trade Evos, then got rid of it in ZA, stupid. I do think you're better, but I don't think you're quite 4 stars for me. More Spoons is goofy. It's fun. Machop. I really just am not a Machop fan. I'm a Machoke fan. But I do like a Machamp. And I think G-Max Machamp, pretty fucking scary and intimidating. It's just a guy with more arms. There's not much I can say about it. It's one of those Pokemon that I feel like has appeared in most games. It was in Gen 3. It's in Gen 4. Nothing's in Gen 5. Gen 6. It's not in. No, it is in. It's in Gen 6. 7. It's in. It's a ride Pokemon in 7. 8, it's G-Max. It's not in 9. 9 and 5. Bellsprout, I'm a big Bellsprout fan. I shiny hunted a Bellsprout while I was playing through with Let's Go Eevee. And because it took me so long, the one I got was perfectly maxed out on stats. And it was like a swap. I don't have the picture somewhere. It's somewhere. But Kiwi drew me a buff shiny Bellsprout to honor it. Weavile does drop a lot further down. It's just kind of a bit boring. Victory Bell I do like, though. It's definitely not as high. Mega Victory Bell, though, phenomenal. I adore it. It's so fucking stupid. I love stupid looking Pokemon. It's up there. Tentacle, it's the Sea Zubat. Tentacruel, though, I do like a bit more. It's kind of spooky. It's cool. It needs something, though. I think it needs something. Oh, no, it has the regional effect, doesn't it? But I think it needs, like, itself. Geodude. Geodude, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Geodude. I actually prefer the regional form a bit more. But the Geodude line is kind of a bit boring for me. I just, it's rock. It's rock with arms. I like the electric one. It's a little bit more interesting. I think it's fun. But it's weird. I don't feel like Geodude's that interesting, but it feels wrong when Geodude's not in a game. And it has been in okay, it's in Gen 1, it's in Gen 2, it's in Gen 3, it's in Gen 4, it's not in Gen 5, nothing's in Gen 5. It's in Gen 6. It's in Gen 7 regional form. It's in Gen 7 regional form. It's not in Gen 8. That was the first time they didn't put it in Gen 8. But it was on the Isle of Armor, I'm pretty sure. And it's not in Gen 9. Oh, no, it is in Gen 9. It is in Gen 9. It's in the Blueberry Academy. Geodude's like in every game, yeah. Oh no, let me double check. What games is Geodude in? I'm pretty sure he's in like every fucking game. Yeah, oh no, he's not in the. He's also in the. He's in the Blueberry Academy, but he's also in Kirakami. Yeah, he's only not in Black and White. Oh no, he's not in Sword and Shield. Oh, I made that up. Interesting. Interesting. But it feels weird when Geodude's not in a game. It feels like one of those Pokemon that are always there. Ponyta, I'm sorry, I do find you so boring. My Little Ponyta, it's a lot higher, but it's not as fun. You're a lot lower. Missed opportunity for us to have a fairy flying. I mean, it doesn't even have to be flying, but a Pegasus. We could have had a Pegasus, but it was just a unicorn, and I think that was a little bit boring. Slowpoke, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I am a Slowbro fan. I'll admit, I like Slowbro. I actually prefer this one. This one's actually really fucking. I love Galarian Slowbro. I think it's pretty cool. The fact that it's basically just a gun. It's the unofficial Pokemon gun. But I do like it. Psychic Poison as well. Decent type. Magnemite. It's a magnet, but for some reason, I have a soft spot for Magnemite. I think it's the Muck episode. I really like it. Oh god. Farfetch'd, you're 2. Galarian Farfetch'd, solid 4. I really like Galarian Farfetch'd. I think you are super duper fun, and I love you. I'm glad he finally got something. Doduo, it's 2 stars. Dodrio, it's also 2 stars. I think they're cool. We need a regional form. We need something. It needs some love. Also could have been a dark type. Seal and Dugong, I'm sorry. I really want to like and use Dugong, but they're so late in the game, and they're just a seal. I'm sorry, but what? What? Nothing happens. At least make it a narwhal. Grimer and Muck are a weird one. I really kind of fucking love these guys. They have a soft spot in my heart because I used them during a Nuzlocke, and I've loved them ever since. And I love the regional form as well. It's very colourful and Poison Dark, which is fun. The fact that we got Legendary, yeah, exactly. I may get a drink in a second because I've just finished mine. But yeah, I like these guys. I have my own reason for liking them. I can't say much. I think they're cool. I think they're neat. I also love Ash's Muck. He had a very expressive and emotive Muck. I do like a lot of poison types, I've noticed. Shelder, you're 2. Cloyster, also a 2. I'm sorry. You know. Ghastly. Ghastly is a 3 for me. I just think I like a certain Pokemon we're gonna get to. Haunter I actually really fucking like. I didn't realize how big it was. It's fucking massive. After Let's Go showed us. Gengar. Bam. 4th favorite Pokemon is Gengar. I love Gengar so fucking much. I love this mischievous little fuck. And Ash's one also made me really love it. I just think he's really cool. And Pokemon Mystery Dungeon Rescue Team antagonist is Gengar. It's an amazing Pokemon. I have a Gengar Udi that Kiwi got me forever ago, and I love it. Mega Gengar, love. Gmax Gengar, I love more. I think these are phenomenal, and Yeah, Gengar. I think Gengar, the starters, and I don't. I think it's Gengar excluding the starters, the only Pokemon to get a Mega and a G-Max form because Gengar is actually a really popular Pokemon. So yeah, I think he's so cool. Onyx, he's all right. You know, Drowsy, nah. But Krabby, love a Krabby. I fucking love him. I love him. The anime done him fucking dirty and then did him so much justice. I love Kingler. I fucking love G-Max Kingler. Oh yeah, I hate that. I hate that you have to trade it, which is why I have 2 copies of a console and 2 copies of every game. I love this. I love this. I love it. It's so fucking good. I love it. I love it. It's a slept on Pokemon. Ashes was amazing. The fact that it took on an Executor and evolved, amazing. Voltorb, you know, Simian Voltorb. I actually really like it. Electrode, Simian Electrode, you know, it's a little bit less detailed for me. It drops down, but I like these two. I think, you know, there wasn't much they could do with them, and they somehow did something, making them a lot more interesting. I like them. Execute. I don't like multi-group Pokemon. I don't like Pokemon that there are multiple of them going into one Pokeball. It doesn't make sense to me. It's because of the law. They're like, oh, they're so in sync that they become identified as one Pokemon. No, no, it don't make sense. It don't make. I don't like it. However, Executor, I actually really do like. Alone Executor, I also do like as well. You might be there. I think these are fun Pokemon. I like them. Cubone, yeah, it's cute. Marowak, yeah. Alola Marowak, sure. I've not got much to say. They're good Pokemon. God, we're not even through Gen 1. Holy fucking shit. Oh my god. I suppose we've got a lot of regional forms and stuff to cover in Gen 1. Hitmonchan, Lee. I'll be honest, they're two, but I don't think about them too much. Lickitung. I just I kind of forget about you. Coughing, eh. Wheezing, eh. Alolan Wheezing, I actually kind of fuck with. I love its design. And it's a good Pokemon as well. It helps with pollution. It solves it. Rhyhorn, it's cool. Rhydon, I actually really like. I'm a solid Rhydon lover. Wait. No, wait, no, don't take that out of context. Chansey, I like Chansey. 3 stars, it's a cute Pokemon. Tangela, sorry, Tangela. Kangaskhan, it needs a baby Pokemon. You know, it needs a baby form. Again, it messes with my 2 Pokemon in 1 Pokeball thing, but also you hatch a fully grown Kangaskhan out of an egg, and it has a baby Kangaskhan in it. I don't... Huh? Mega Kangaskhan, though, I actually really think it's quite cool. I like that it's the baby that technically megas. I think it's cool. Horsey, I am a big Horsey fan. I like Horsey. I like Seadra as well. I think they're funky Pokemon. Goldeen and Seeking, you need more. You deserve it, guys. I know. I'm sorry, but Staryu, it's like a 2 for me. I don't think about it often. Starmie, I actually kind of like. However, I will say I fucking adore Mega Starmie. It's based off something from Ultraman, which I knew that original Starmie was based off of anyway. But a lot of people missing the design reference here and saying, "Oh, it just got longer legs," clearly don't understand what it's a reference to. And the fact that it becomes a physical attacker now is hilarious, and it runs at you. Love it. It's fun. Mr. Mime, awful. awful. Awful, awful, awful. I'm a big Scyther fan. Oh, where did you go? I like Scyther. I'm probably one lower because of Sizzle, but I love Scyther. Jinx, awful. Electabuzz, yeah, I like an Electabuzz and I like a Magmar. Pinsir, cool, but unfortunately, you get like no fucking bug moves. Why? Mega Pinsir, it's a much needed upgrade. Tauros, I am a weird Tauros fan. I like it. I don't know why. Maybe it's Ash's Tauros, but I like them. I actually love the Aquam Blaze Breed Tauros. I think they're fun. It was a cool, interesting thing for a regional form. That he technically got 3. And I like that this one swims. It basically turns its tails into propellers. Magikarp. You can't say a lot about Magikarp, but Magikarp Jump, you know, I love you. They can never make me hate you, Magikarp. Gyarados. Gyarados is so good. His name's so G, which is... I need to double check something. If it fits in the top 10. Because it's at the bottom of the top 10. Sorry, I just need to check some other Pokemon to remember if I'm not forgetting anything. I think it is in the top 10. After like 5, it gets a bit hazy on what the top 10 are because I don't use them as much. Yeah, I think it is. It's at the bottom of it, but it's in the top 10. Gyarados. Red Gyarados, you know, it's iconic. I mean, I'm not helping with the Gen 1 allegations. Yes, however, they are technically not in Gen 5. There is a singular Magikarp in Gen 5 that you can get, and that is it. However, in Gen 5, Black and White 2 post-game, you can catch a Gyarados in the Nature Reserve. Mega Gyarados, I love it. I love it. It's a good Pokemon. Lapras, I love Lapras. It's more of a 4-star. Gmax Lapras, though, 5-star. Phenomenal Pokemon. It's beautiful, and I love Ash's one. Ditto, I can't say much about you. You're going to go in 3. No, you're going to go in 4 because you're helpful for breeding, which I do a lot when I'm trying to finish a Pokedex. So, there you go. Eevee, it's an S tier. Come on, it's Eevee. Yeah, and I played Fire Red and Leaf Green the most. Mainly Fire Red because that's the oldest copy I have still to this day. I love Eevee. I love, though, Gmax Eevee even more. I think it's so cute and fluffy and I want to cuddle it. Vaporeon, unfortunately, the people have spoken and made me like you less. Jolteon, the fact that you have no tail freaks me out a lot. And Flareon, I do kind of find you a bit boring. I'm sorry. The Gen 1 evolutions are kind of boring as fuck. Porygon did nothing wrong. That's where I'll leave that. Praise Lord Helix. As you can tell, some of these I don't have anything to say, and they're going to be quite short reviews. Yeah, you're 2 stars. You guys are kind of cool. Massive fucking Aerodactyl fan. Mega Aerodactyl, though. I do not like you. At all. In fact, I really don't like Mega Aerodactyl. It's gonna go in 0 stars because it's just spikes. Snorlax, I'm a big Snorlax fan too. I love G-Max Snorlax as well. I love that it's become a park. Articuno. Articuno is my favorite legendary Pokemon. I do not, though, like this Articuno as much. It's probably 4. Zapdos I actually really kind of like as well. He's a 4-star. This Zapdos, though, amazing. Moltres, you are actually the weakest of them. But if I've seen a Joanna-coated Pokemon, this is a Joanna-coated Pokemon. I love Galarian Moltres. Dratini! 5 stars! Dragonair! 5 stars! Now I'm going to surprise you lot. Dragonite. 5 stars. Because Mega Dragonite, I love a lot more than Dragonite. Oh my fucking god. I fucking love Mega Dragonite so goddamn much. I've got a tattoo of Mega Dragonite for my dragon sleeve of different dragons from games. Before I even got to use this fucker, I fell in love with its design. And seeing so many people shit on it have no whimsy in their life. You're boring. You're basic. If you don't like this Pokemon. But Dragonite is my second favorite Pokemon. It's technically in the top 10, but I don't like doubling up, and I prefer the Mega Evolve form to the regular. So that's why I'm doing it like this. Mewtwo. I like Mewtwo. I don't really think about him that often. I don't like how freaky that one is. I like this one a bit more. I do love a Mew though. I'm quite fond of a Mew. That's Gen 1 done. Holy shit. Oh my god, I need to go get a drink. I'll be right back because oh my fucking god. My mouth is going so dry where I'm yapping so much. But we've got Gen 1 done. Just to do a quick recap. There you go. That's Gen 1. If we didn't level up, you'd have 1 spell. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. I like a lot of Kanto Pokemon. It's weird. Alright, I'm going to do a quick break just to go grab a drink, and I'll be right back. Oh, I just realized I didn't actually go to my break screen. I just went to my just chatting. So you guys heard me pampering my boy, going, baby. Can you tell I'm tired? I slept for 12 hours yesterday. Well, yesterday, last night. I worked really fucking hard yesterday. I was one person running 5 machines and it fucking destroyed me. Uh, and I had lunch and breakfast and all that, but I was basically running off just an energy drink I'd had at like 8:30 that morning, and it crashed out at about 3:30. I've got Pepsi here as well. I got some water, but I also got a Pepsi. Yeah, yeah. Normally, what I do is there's two of us running those 5 machines, and one person will like distribute the jobs, while the other person will do more of the running around. But they're not having to organize where the jobs go and stuff. So I was having to do both organizing where the jobs went and printing them. So I was fucking gone. We had so many people off. But yeah. So ignore my brain if it's stupid. All right. And I was in early that day. I came in early to do overtime because they needed people in early to start. Um, Chikorita. I'm a big Chikorita fan. Chikorita is just the Gen 2 Bulbasaur. I love it. I can't say much about it. I love it. It deserved so much better. I love the whole line. I really do. Um, but I will be honest. Mega Meganium, admittedly, it's not the most over the top design, but I love it. I love Mega Meganium, and it was fucking beefy as shit. Like, giving it the fairy type, oh my god. Don't get me wrong, quad weakness to poison, but you weren't using a Meganium against a poison type anyway. Let's be real. You know? And if you really want, I'm pretty sure it learns Earthquake. Um, but I love this thing. Holy shit. It's amazing. It was like the MVP of my team, and I used Dragonite and ZA. Who knew that it just needed the best type in the game added onto it, but also a different combat formula to become amazing. But I think genuinely it could potentially be a menace under the right circumstances. So hopefully it gets some competitive viability soon. Cyndaquil, I love Cyndaquil. Cyndaquil is my first starter. It's going in there. Quilava, I also love you. Typhlosion, you dropped down. The 3D shit really fucked you the most. I'm sorry. And they still haven't properly fixed it. They've made it better, but they haven't fixed it. I actually don't like this one as much. I really don't fuck with it, you know? I do love Totodile. It's not as strong as the others, but I love it. Croconaw, it does kind of drop off a lot more, to be fair. I really don't. I get it, but I don't fuck with it. I don't fuck with it. For those who don't know, it's Mega basically makes it look like Totodile when it has its hood up. So, it brings it full circle. Centra, I love Centra. And a Ferret. I'm a big a Noctowl fan. I'll be honest. It was the second Pokemon I caught in Gold. And pretty much because I was so young, I only had 3 Pokemon before I stopped playing the game, and it was I think I only got to like Quilava, Noctowl, and Butterfree, and then like a bunch of random things I caught. Ledian and Lediba and Ledium deserve better. Same with Spinarak, but I really do like Ariados. I actually want you to get a form bad. Do a Drapion, become Poison Dark, please, please, please. Crobat, I fucking love Crobat. Oh my god. Crobat's so cool. Considering Zubat, Crobat is such a good Pokemon. And to be honest, half the time you end up having, if you catch a Zubat early, you end up having Crobat like the level after you get Golbat. So I love Chinchou and Lantern. I love them. I want to use them more. I actually would like to see a new form of these guys, like a deep sea one. Ooh, Pichu. I love Pichu. Who doesn't love Pichu? I love notch-eared Pichu especially. Oh my god, he's so cute. A little baby. I'm gutted that the only way to get Pichu realistically in Crystal is from the egg you get uh in Crystal. But that's it. They really should have made a lot more egg Pokemon available earlier on in Gold, Silver, Crystal. Also, Lars loves Pichu, so uh, they're like 2 stars. These other baby Pokemon. I don't have much to say about them. They're there. I love Togepi though. Togepi's like here. I love these guys. I love them. I've used them a lot. Natu, you're kind of one because you are so weak and useless. Xatu, I like you, but again, you just don't get that many good moves and you're in a bad region. And I don't think you've appeared in, like, any games. You appear in the Safari Zone in Gen 3, but I don't think you're in Gen 4. Oh, you are in Sword and Shield, but again, that's so late on. Oh, I searched Cerebi, that's why. I don't want to search Cerebi, I want to search Natu and see what games it's in on database. Yeah, it is. A lot of people do. Because of Misty's. It's a color outskirts. Oh, apparently. Oh, yeah, it's like. Oh, it's an Ultra Sun and Moon for Natu. It's not in many games, really. Which is probably why. But Pokemon Mission Dungeon maybe like you. Mareep, I love Mareep. Big Ampharos fan though. Oh my god. Love Ampharos. Who doesn't? I mean, I used the shiny one. Like, I wasn't going to use any repeat Pokemon aside Venusaur in ZA, but that shiny one, oh, it's too good to pass up. So, Blossom, you could have just been better. I'm sorry. Marill, oh, I'm a big Marill fan. After the raid dens in Scarlet and Violet, Azumarill, love. Love, 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 love. It might be. I'd say it's an honorable mention for top 10. It's an honorable mention. I would say if I used it more than Gyarados, it would probably overtake Gyarados' position. So. Sudowoodo, I love Sudowoodo. I love a lot of like Gen 2 Pokemon that I've used a lot because I played a lot of Heart Gold and Soul Silver as a kid. A lot. Politoed as well, I love. It was a top 10, but it slowly got pushed out with some newer Pokemon. It's such a big improvement compared to Poliwrath, and I love it. Better than Menace as well at one point. Hoppip, they needed to give you some stuff. I think you're cute, but not enough for me. Apom has haunted me with shiny stuff for a while. I like Apom. Sunkern and Sunflora. Sunkern is a 1 because it's a pain in the ass to get, pain in the ass to use, but I like Sunflora. I like you. They need to give Sunflora a Mega or an evolution that is Grass Fire. Why have they not done it? Why? Do it. Just do it. Do it. It needs it needs it. Yanma, I like Yanma. I love it. My little vocal stim. Whooper, I'm a big Whooper fan. Dr. Blue will be happy to see Whooper there. In fact, let me just, I'll send this to him. Because he'll be happy. He'll enjoy that. Yeah, exactly. Cowards. I also like this one. Quagsire, I love. Espeon. Espeon is one of my favorite Pokemon. It is. Oh. Yeah, I love Espeon. It's such a cool Pokemon. I love it. It's very Kiwi coded, but it is my favorite Pokemon because I actually don't like Umbreon as much. It's a 5-star though. Umbreon and Espeon are really cool. I do need to. It's on the list to do. We will do a Pokemon Colosseum playthrough and then a Pokemon XD Gala Darkness playthrough because Colosseum you get Espeon and Umbreon as your starters, and then XD you get just an Eevee as your starter. But I will evolve it into an Espeon. Spoilers. Murkrow, he's a 4. I like him. Not enough going on for me though. Slowking. It's a 4, yeah. Slowking Galarian. I like its like cunty eyes. I think it's funny. I do like these guys. I also like the one from one of my favorite Pokemon films was the movie 2000. In fact, I might bump this one up because of that, because I have good memories of that film. I rented it out a lot from my local VHS place. I know that's how long ago this was. VHS. I used to rent this film out all the time. The Power of One. So good. And it was like they introduced Slowking before it appeared, and it talked, and it was like, "Oh, do not disturb the power of fire, ice, and lightning." Amazing film. Maybe we'll do the Pokemon films as a movie night. I also have a bunch of Pokemon films physically, so you know. Mischievous. Yeah, you're right. In fact, no, actually, you know what? I did use one in BDSP, and you're actually a fucking behemoth. Sorry, I wasn't familiar with your game, Mischievous. I just don't get to use you often because you're like really late in your debut game. Why they put so many Gen 2 Pokemon in the post game of Gen 2, I'll never understand. In Gold and Silver, Mischievous appears at Mount Silver, which is where you go to fight Red. It is the final place in the game. You have to do everything before you can get this Pokemon. And it didn't even have an Evo back then, and it was not good. So, unknown, it's a Pokemon. Wobbuffet, Team Rocket's one, has grown on me. I love you, Wobbuffet. Yeah, it's so for a lot. Murkrow was in post game. Houndour was in post game. Slugma was in post game. I think those were the big 4 that were in the post game. Let me have a look. Oh no, Sneasel was as well. Sneasel was also at that mountain, except in Crystal. Skarmory is also an unfortunate Pokemon. It is featured on no teams in Gen 2. Bear in mind, there is a Steel Specialist in the game, and it appears in one route in Silver. It doesn't appear in either Crystal or Gold. So a lot of people think Skarmory is a Gen 2 Pokemon, Gen 3 Pokemon, because it appears quite frequently in Gen 3. Yeah, it makes sense. Girafarig, I actually kind of like Girafarig. He's like a 3, but I do like you. Pineco, you're like a 2. I don't really have any attachments to you. Same with Fortress. Dunsparce, kind of same. I'm not down with the meme. Gligar. Oh, I love Gligar. You're so cute and funky. Look at his little tongue. Steelix, I do like. Mega Steelix, though, is a phenomenal Pokemon design. Like, the little crystals coming out of it. Oh my god, beautiful. Beautiful. Also, so far, no one's been outraged at the where places I've ranked Pokemon, so it's good. Snubble, I like you. They did do you something good by giving you Fairy type, and I kind of like Grumble as well because of that. Quillfish, yeah, you exist. You also exist. Scizor, absolutely fucking love Scizor. I think you're amazing. I haven't got to use your Mega, but I love it as well. I like 9 times out of 10, I have a Scizor in the post game of Pokemon that I use for catching other Pokemon, because of False Swipe. So, and Scizor only has a weakness of Fire, which it's quite weak to. It's a actually really good type. Still covers a lot of Bug's weaknesses. So they haven't, no. The thing is, as a Bulbasaur fan, I have to fight between the other starter fans who are like, oh, my Pokemon starter never gets any love, and the Charizard fans who get all the love. Sizzle's amazing. Don't fuckle with Shuckle, but I'm sorry, Shuckle, you're in 2. I know you could do the most damage in a game, but you're not fun for a playthrough. Heracross, love you, Heracross. Mega Heracross, though, I really don't like Mega Heracross. I just, it's the hands. I don't like it. Welcome back, Rasheen. How we doing? Here's a little standing of the Pokemon polls. We're on Gen 2 at the moment. Yes. The female Heracross with a little horn, love it. I like Sneasel a lot, you know? You might be one of my 5 stars. Also, I don't like you as much, but I do like you. Actually, I think I have a shiny Heracross female, and I think I called it Lovebug that I caught in ZA. Not ZA, Arceus. Teddy Ursa and Ursaring, I kind of like these Pokemon. I came to appreciate them after Ursaluna. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. The only one here that stands out is Aerodactyl, but I think its Mega's really lazy. There was the whole rant. There's a reason you're the best, the most based Pokemon VTuber. You speak nothing but hard truth. Now it was a good like couple-minute tangent of it. I have that on like I probably have the speech down prepared, and I say it every time the exact same way because I fucking cannot stand Charizard. But I like this one for the reason that it looks like a Mega Charizard. I'm not gonna do it again. I'm not gonna do it. I'll clip it and I'll post it. Don't get me started on my Charizard slander, because I'll get into it. Oh fuck, what's your name? No, that's Macargo. Oh fuck, I literally said it a second ago. Slug my balls, Lars. Get fucked. You fool. You fell for a classic blunder. Holy shit. Call me an actor. For that reason, Slugma is a solid 5 stars. No, it's more of like a 3-star. I'm sorry, but you fell right into it. I've had that planned since the start of stream. I was like, I'm gonna get someone, and you fell for it. Sorry. Game, set, and match. Macargo, it's a 3-star. These Pokemon, I like them, but they're just shit. I was trying to be helpful. You think I don't remember every Pokemon's name, Lars? I know every fucking Pokemon. I forget real people's names because all I remember are Pokemon names. You should have known that. You should have known that, Lars. I have a redeem for Pokemon facts. You think I don't know the Pokemon Slugma? Swinub, yeah, it's a 3 stars. Swinub and Piloswine, I like them. I'm kind of a Corsola fan. I also like that this sends a message as well. Your mum's so there. I miss the beta designs for these. So Remoraid is 1 star, but I'm quite partial to an Octillery. Delibird, I do like Delibird. I just think he could be better. He's a gimmick Pokemon, that's the problem. Mantine, I tried to use one, I didn't like it. Skarmory is the OG Corviknight, I love it. Excuse me. Mega Skarmory, I really like it. It's not much, but I like it. I've really kind of fucked with it. I can't say why, I just like its feet. No. I like its talons. That they're long. Moving on. Houndour. I really like Houndour. These are very me Pokemon. Houndoom, I really fucking like. It's a close contender for top 10, but I've not liked it long enough for it to enter top 10 yet. Mega Houndoom as well, I really do like. I recently caught a shiny one and did some posters with it in ZA that I posted in the Discord. Kingdra, I love Kingdra. Much needed upgrade. As you can see, there's a lot of Pokemon I do love. Fanfi, I think you're an absolute cutie, Fanfi. Dumfan, I loved you as well, debuting in the Pokemon first movie. Porygon 2, you're like a Pokemon that I'd like. It exists. Don't think of it much. Stantler, sorry. Smeargle, I do love. We are speeding through some of these. Tyrogue, I don't think of you. Hitmontop. Yeah, I do kind of like you. Smoochum, awful. Elekid, I like Elekid. Same with Magby. Awful catch rates, though. Horrible. Miltank, I cannot believe you've... God damn it. Miltank haunts my dreams. Blissey, oh, you are an XP farming dream. I should genuinely... Oh, fuck's sake. I love the legendary beasts. Raikou, you're probably 4. Entei, the film with Entei in, phenomenal. And Suicune I just really love as well. Oh. Raikou really got done dirty. So Entei got a film. Suicune was in the anime mainly. And then Raikou appeared in Pokemon Chronicles. In the first part, he had like a movie that was split up into like episodes, which actually starred Ethan, who or Gold, which was fun. I like a Larvitar. I like Pupitar's kind of a bit boring though. Tyranitar though, great Pokemon. I love you. I love you, Tyranitar. Mega Tyranitar kind of drops for me a little bit though. I really don't have any attachment to it. Lugia. Movie 2000 made me like you a lot. Same with Ho-Oh. I just think you're really cool. Celebi. Celebi's a cool Pokemon. I like the shiny one in Pokemon Mystery Dungeon Explorers. And that is Gen 2 done! Yippee! We've only been here an hour and a half ranking Pokemon and we've only got through 251. Oh my god. We still have... I mean... Yeah, maybe like 5 hours. What this stream will be then. Oh, fucking Christ. Trico. I like Trico. I love Grovyle a lot more because of Pokemon Mystery Dungeon Explorers. Sceptile, I do love as well. Mega Sceptile, I think, is amazing. Well, look, it's just not as big for me. I think it's a good Pokemon. It's again, it's a mythical that I don't see often. I don't really rank mythicals too high because I don't use them. Torchic, yeah. It's just chicken. Kabuzkin I actually kind of like. Blaziken, yeah. Mega Blaziken. Yeah. I have not much to say about Blaziken. It's just kind of a Pokemon. Mudkip. I stand with Mudkip. Love it. Marshtomp. It does drop down slightly. But Marshtomp and Mega Marshtomp. Mega Swampert and Swampert. Jesus. I actually really like Mega Swampert so much. I love its beefy, bulky design. Poochyena. I kind of like Poochyena. And Mightyena. Zigzagoon. So I encountered a Zigzagoon in... So I never found a shiny in my Gen 3 Pokemon games. But when I was completing the decks for them, in my Ruby copy, I found a shiny Aron right in Victory Road. I was like, holy shit, damn. Then I started my second copy in Pokemon Sapphire to go beat that and get all the version exclusives. And I found a shiny Zigzagoon, failed it, got annoyed, turned off my game. And next day I turned it back on. And, excuse me. The way Pokemon calculates things in Gen 3 is like seeds. And when your battery is dead, it follows a set seed. And I kid you not, I must have taken the exact same path and steps because I'm pretty sure I stepped on the exact same blade of grass and encountered the exact same shiny Zigzagoon. And the first time I failed it, the second time I encountered it, and I caught it and added it to my team. So I really like Zigzagoon. I really like Galarian Zigzagoon as well. Linoon, it does drop down a bit for me. It kind of loses that funk it has. But Galarian Linoon, you still kind of keep it. It says about Pokemon this gen is the least I care about. That's fair. That's fair. There's a lot of new Pokemon in this gen. Whirlpool, you just don't... You're not the Caterpie for me, you know. I kind of like Beautifly. And I kind of like Dustox as well, but it's just not enough. Lotad, certified cutie. Lombre, yeah. Ludicolo, though. Oh my god. Absolute bop of a Pokemon. Seedot, yeah. Nuzleaf, yeah. Oh, if I could place you. Yeah, it was Weedle and Caterpie in one. Shiftry, I actually kind of like Shiftry as well. Tailo, yeah, I kind of like Tailo and Swallow. There's just not enough going on for me to make you kind of better than a lot of the other flying Pokemon. But you're a good Pokemon. Wingull, you're like another sea Zubat, to be fair. And Pelipper, I do kind of like you a little bit more. What's the most useless piece of Pokemon information I know? Let me think. I'm going to just think for a minute. Most useless piece of information I have. Um. God, you've really stumped me because I know a lot of like quite fun facts. Um. Bu- 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 Let me look up some Pokemon, see if I can get any ideas of some facts about them. Um, I don't know if I know any useless facts. Oh, I guess this is useless because you can't do it anymore. Um, Back during Pokemon Black and White, there was a live service thing. It wasn't like a paid live service. It was just like a website called Pokemon Dream World that is advertised heavily in the intro sequence of Pokemon Black and White. And you would use the dream and it's like marketed in the game quite big. Um, you would use the dream world to basically get hidden ability Pokemon and a bunch of like just items and stuff. However, because that website shut down in like 2015, uh, you just can't access that. So like a bunch of the game just that talks about this stuff is kind of useless. Ralts. I like a Ralts. Kalia, I don't actually like its design too much. Gardevoir, though, I'm a big Gardevoir fan. Not for such reasons. I've used Gardevoir and it's pretty fucking strong, and I like Mega Gardevoir as well. It's because a lot of the Pokemon facts I have are quite fun and are really like interesting. I like to think. Um, so when like you say useless, it's kind of like what would someone classify as useless? Because like I could tell you, oh, this is one I've told before, so I'll give this up for free. Um, uh, Gastrodon East and West were planned for Pokemon Ruby and Sapphire, but were cut due to time constraints, so they were released in Diamond and Pearl. That is technically a useless fact because you can't do anything with it. But I think it's quite a fun fact because it gives a bit more intrigue and history to that Pokemon. Um, I did actually have to change the Pokemon fact thing to be only one Redeemer stream because I was quickly running out of facts that I could think of on the spot. Where were we? Uh, ah, yeah. The fact that you become bug flying instead of bug water is just not fun. Shroomish, I like Shroomish. Breloom, you're a 5-star. That's a 4-star. Yep. I just don't have any strong feelings about some of these Pokemon. A lot of these are going to be like quite low. I get what you mean, Lars. Yeah, there is a lot of Pokemon in here that I just don't really care for. Whismur, I tried to use Whismur. It's not fun. Makuhita, I kind of like Makuhita. Hariyama was quite good on my team. Very beefy. Azrael, you don't really add much to Maril to make me worth caring. And I always forget you're not water fairy, you're normal fairy. That's why this is my favorite of this gem, but it is. Nose pass I like because in Legends Arceus, they all point north because they're a compass. Skitty and Delcat, I actually have a really soft spot for because I used one in Omega Ruby. Where's Skitty on? Oh shit, I dropped Skitty. Oh shit, guys, can you see Skitty? Ah, fuck it. Skitty maybe lost the time. Why the fuck is Skitty gone? Where? Oh, I feel like I dropped it in this one. But maybe I didn't. Oh, I think Skitty's gone. Sorry. Oh, no, there it is. I saw it. It's also apparently the best Pokemon in Mystery Dungeon. Sableye's a little freak. I like him. Omega Sableye as well. Same with Morwile. I like Morwile. I actually really like Mega Morwile though. It's a pretty fantastic Pokemon. Steel Fairy as well is a cool typing. Aron, I like Aron. Aaron. Laron kind of drops a little bit for me. But Aggron, oh, love an Aggron. Mega Aggron, I actually think it's really cool as well. Meditite, I want to like you and use you, but you're really just out of the way in your own debut game. I actually don't like the Mega as much. Electric and Manectric, I actually kind of like. Yeah, you're probably about a 4. I still have my shiny Aron that I found in my Pokemon Ruby copy. I love his shiny. I think it's really cool. Just red eyes. Mega Manectric, I actually started to like it a bit more in ZA. Puzzle Minum, I like him because of Pokemon Ranger. If you play the boy, you get Minum, and if you play the female, you get Plusle. I just start. You guys need a buff. I'm sorry. Make Bug Electric, Bug Fairy. Cinema. Roselia I kind of like. I have a soft spot because of Diamond and Pearl. Oh, fuck's sake. Um, uh, what do you mean not again? What do you mean? Ba, 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 ba. You will be in 1 star, and you will. How did you get me? I I I just asked what the name was. I didn't say the name. You said the name. I like Carvana, and I like Sharpedo, But Mega Sharpedo is... I just don't like it. Wailord, I like. They've never done you justice with your size. I'm desperate to get my revenge. You won't get it. Just accept your loss, okay? Numel and Camerupt. A lot of Pokemon in this gen have like just circles or like patterns on them. You'll notice. Mega Camerupt's kind of fun. Torkoal, I'm a big Torkoal fan. Pokemon Dungeon did you good, and staying up Drought for my Venusaur, lovely. I like a Spoink. Spoink is 4, and then Grumpig I actually like a bit more. It's in 5. Because I've used one. Spinder's a really cool concept of a Pokemon. It's a gimmick Pokemon, but I think it's cool that there's like 13 million variants of Spinder. One Pokemon that I will never complete in Pokemon Home because that shit ain't happening. Trapinch, you're 4. Vibrava I actually really like. And Flygon, of course I like. You do need a Mega. Everyone wants a Mega. I've lost... Oh no, there is. They need to make Mega Flygon. They've done you so dirty for so long. Cacnea, I really like Cacnea. Cacturn though, it just doesn't feel the same niche. Swablu, I like Swablu. Altaria, I also love. And Mega Altaria, I think is phenomenal Mega design. Phenomenal type as well. Very Dragon G's. Zangoose is pretty cool. Can't wait till we reach 2075 where Mega Pokemon has got 3 Megas. I don't think we will have that ever. Well, apparently we're going to have a Pokemon that also has infinite forms and is unique to every person's playthrough. Cool. It's like a seed Pokemon. Sviper, yeah, I like you. Solrock and Lunatone, I like you. You're a decent Pokemon. Weird favorite here. I really like Barboach and Wishcash. I cannot explain why. They itch apart my brain. Wishcash, I think, is because of Pokemon Mystery Dungeon. But Barboach, I don't know why. There was a brief period of time where this was one of my top 10 Pokemon. And I could not tell you why. Corphish, I like Corphish. Crawdon as well. Claydol and wait, what? Baltoy and Claydol. I said it the wrong way around, that's why. I really like this Pokemon. I really want to use one, but I've just not had the chance. Lileep's like there, but I love Cradily. Cradily is a Pokemon I fucking love. Anorith and Armaldo. I've just never got around to using you. You're fun. I hate how annoying you were to get, but I like you. Milotic is a 5-star as well. God, but look how many we've got through. Castform, they just need to make you better. I'm kind of ranking all these ones together because they're all one to me. Yeah, it's such a weird choice. Kecleon I love. Pokemon Dungeon, you've made me love you. In the game, you're kind of shit though. Shuppet, yeah. Bennett though, oh, I love Bennett. Mega Bennett as well, phenomenal. Phenomenal. Duskull, it's a 3-star, and Dusclops, also a 3-star. Tropius, I like Tropius as well. I want to use one. They need to buff you though. Chimecho, I really like James's Chimecho. It's sad what happened to it. It didn't die, but you know. Absol, solid 4-star, but Mega Absol, oh, emo dream. Emo dream is what that is. Why not? Why not? Snowrun, Glalie. You're actually quite a decent improvement. I like Sfeel. You do drop down a lot, though. There was meant to be a bowling pin version that was meant to. It was meant to be a penguin that was meant to coincide with Sfeel. A lot of people forget about you. Kind of good reason. Relic I actually kind of like. Love Disc. Your heart scale farming. You're kind of here. Your Mega's a downgrade though. I do like Baltoy and Matenga Metagross are pretty damn fucking cool. Yeah, it's another gimmick Pokemon. They held heart scales to help with heart scales even with to help with move reminders. Regirock. I love Regirock. We love cunty Regirock. I also love Regice. We must remember what Reggie still used to do in its old sprite. We cannot. We could not endorse it. Massive fucking Latias fan. Very disappointed in this Mega. Latios traumatized me, but I prefer Latias. Also disappointed in this Mega. Kyogre, you're like a 3. Origin Koga, you're fucking massive and terrifying. 4. Groudon, shit. You should stand out a lot more, Groudon. Should being the key word. Ah, fuck. I've lost. Oh, no, he's there. That's why. You're kind of the same for me, Groudon, yeah. Rayquaza is a little bit higher, though. Base Rayquaza is pretty cool, and then I love Mega Rayquaza because of that one cutscene. Yeah. So awkward. Jirachi's kind of alright. Yeah. Deoxys I kind of like. I've still got to beat the game like 3 more times to get every form for my Pokemon Home. Because I only have the defensive one at the moment. Because they stay in their forms in Pokemon Home. That's Gen 3 done! Oh my god, we're not even halfway! We're a third of the way. Alright, Turtwig. Turtwig is actually my second favourite starter. I love Turtwig. The whole Turtwig line, phenomenal. Torterra Garden as well was insane. I feel like they should be able to have, like, you can click and put it there. No. Yeah, this definitely has, like, the thing is, Gen 4 has some heavy hitters, but then some sloppy Pokemon. I do like Chimchar as well. These starters are all phenomenal. Oh, I've just opened my capture card for my Game Boy. Oh, nope. There we go. Infernup's only really loved because there's like no fire types in his region. But I think these are the best starter trio. Amazing typing, amazing Pokemon. Starly. I really like Starly. I think this line's phenomenal, and Saraptor is a personal favourite flying type. Emo bird. Everyone loves Staraptor. Oh, thank you very much for the hydrate. Oh, the head pat. Sorry, that was a head pat, not a hydrate. Thank you very much for the head pats. I can read, I promise. Bidoof, I'm going to get some hate for this. I just don't care about it, I'll be honest. Cricketot, I forget about, but we could never forget the little whoop. The goat. The goat. Cricketoon. Love it. Shinx. This whole line's a 4. They're so good. They just need a better move pool. And I get everyone says they deserve Dark type. I get it. Just to give it some better stab, you know? Budu, I love Budu. Rose Raid as well. Phenomenal. Cranidos and Rapados, I love. Shieldon was another Pokemon that I used to fucking love. And I still do. Pokemon Ranger is one of the partner Pokemon you could have. Bastion's there. Fuck me. Budu. I gotta do this one still for my Pokemon home. I kind of like this as a concept for a Pokemon. It's pretty cool, but it's just not enough for me to think about it all the time. Motham, though, just is kind of there. Combi, I'm sick of you for running away from me as a shiny. Vespiquen, you're pretty cool. Yeah, it doesn't, sadly. Pachirisu, I used one recently. I kind of like it. You mainly just Super Fang everything to half health for your other Pokemon. Buizel, I love. Big fan of Ash's Buizel. Floatzel does drop down a little bit, just because it's not as cool. Sometimes the pre-Evo is a lot cooler, and I can get why they don't evolve certain Pokemon. Cherub and Cherim, I kind of forget about you. I do like you. You look a little bit happy. I'm a big fan of Shellos and Gastrodon. I just think these are phenomenal Pokemon. They kind of they're not like overly goofy at all, but they just itch that same part of the brain where they're Pokemon that just kind of stand on business. They're not like, oh, I'm super. Well, Shellos is super cute, but they're not like, I'm a super cute Pokemon or I'm a really cool badass looking Pokemon. They are like, I have a good typing and I stand on that and I will fucking help your team. And that is what I love about them. Abipom I actually kind of like. Driflin, I love. Driflin? There's Drifloon, then Driflin. I just hate that it's pain to get in its debut generation. Baneri. So fun fact about Baneri. Baneri is the only Pokemon aside legendaries that has a base friendship of 0. So when you catch it, this fucker hates you. Lopunny's a 4 as well. For very normal reasons. Mega Lopunny will go in 5. Don't question me. Miss Magius has actually really grown on me a lot because of its move pool is phenomenal and it is really good. Honchkrow, solid 4. I can do Glaceon now. I can do Glaceon now for you, Lars. Before I used Espeon, it was my favorite evolution. I love it. It's the second favorite evolution for me. Glameow, again, I just don't really care about you guys enough. Chingling, you're really cute, but yeah. Stunky, I used you recently. You're actually pretty decent. See you in a bit. Uh, I like Bronzong and Bronzor. Bunsley, Cutie, Mime Jr. I actually like you because of Pokemon Mystery Dungeon. Not Mystery Dungeon, Pokemon Ranger. Happini, also really cute. Chatter, I'm actually a big fan of Chatter because of Pokemon Mystery Dungeon again. Spiritomb, I actually think you're really cool. You're a fucking nightmare to get though. Oh my god. Gibble, the Gibble line's all fucking fantastic. Mega Garchomp, I think, kind of drops a bit just because it's massive axe hands. I'm a massive Munchlax fan. I think you're cute and adorable. Technically, you're before then. Riolu and Lucario, of course, are going in S tier, as they always will. These are just good Pokemon. I like them. They're close to being top 10. Hippopotas, I like saying your name. Hippowdon, you are actually pretty cool as well. Skorupi and Drapion, I actually really like. Krogunk, I love you because of the anime. Toxicroak, you're pretty cool as well. Carnivine, I forget about you. I'm sorry. I forget about you. I forget about you. Mantike, I don't know why we added you. Snova and Abomasnow, pretty cool Pokemon. Oh shit, I lost him. There he is. I actually really like Mega Abomasnow. Does a really good job. Weavile, I stand on Weavile business. I also really like Magnezone. I don't know why. I really like it though. Yeah. Rhyperior, you do kind of drop down from Rhydon a bit. Tangrowth as well. You're better than Tangela. Oh, Electivire, you're fucking cool. And Magmortar. Togekiss, I love Togekiss. Yanmega, I also like Yanmega. Leafeon, I'm also a big fan of. There's a lot of like the Gen 4 Evos that are really strong for me. Gliscor, I also love. God, we're having to do so much scrolling. Mamoswine, you're a solid one for me. Porygon Z, yeah, you're right. Gallade is amazing. Mega Gallade is really cool though. I think Mega Gallade's just aura farming. Probopass, yeah, you're decent. Dusknoir, I love you because of Pokemon Mystery Dungeon. Phenomenal villain. Frostlass, I actually really do like. Mega Frostlass though, love it. I really wanted to add this thing to my team when I first saw it, but it was so underleveled compared to like everything else that I was like, nah. Rotom, I love you. You've grown on me. I love you so much. I hate when I don't see you in my phone. Rotom forms are pretty decent. I am going to put them in 3-star though, because I don't really use Rotom for its forms and stuff. I don't really use Rotom. I just feel like I always have a Rotom because of the Rotom phones. Nice. I do like you guys. I like Mesprit a bit more because there's more personality in the story of Platinum. Azelf. Dialga is pretty damn cool. I do like Origin Dialga as well. Palkia, yep. Guys, like these reviews are getting really quick because they're just not Pokemon I have much to say about. Okay. Heatran, I'm sorry I did forget about you, Heatran. Regigigas, I love the anime cry and I did shiny hunt you. Giratina's phenomenal. I'm sorry. Just too good. Both forms. Cresselia, I think you're pretty damn cool as well. You're very Kiwi-coded Pokemon. I don't know why you exist. Manaphy, I grew really attached to you during the story of Pokemon Mystery Dungeon. My child, Darkrai, the true villain of Pokemon Mystery Dungeon, phenomenal. And an amazing film with an amazing theme of Oricorion? What's it called? Let me have a look. It did start playing, but it's really somber. Orixion? Orikion? Something like that. If you watch the Darkrai film, you'll get it. Shaman, yeah. I do kind of forget about you. Legends Arceus was a thing, so you are pretty damn good for me. Oh, that's Gen 4 done. We're so far away. Ugh. This is how I'm spending my life. Oh my god. Oh my god, there's so many. We've done a lot though, Jesus. Victini, I fucking adore you. The fact that you were a mythical you could use through the game as well was really fun. Snivy, I actually really like the Snivy line. Servine, I really do like as well. Superior could have been Dragon type. It should have, could have, would have. I like the Pink Knight line as well. I think these are phenomenal starters as well. I actually love Emble because of how much it looks like Endeavor from My Hero Academia. It is my go-to nickname for one. I've not really... I don't like the Mega as much, but the shiny looks good, so... Oshawott I actually really do like. It's Kiwi's favourite Pokemon as well. Ah, shit. So... I'm used to seeing Oshawott and I love it. I'm going to rank Samurott 1 down simply because of Hisuian Samurott looking so fucking badass. Patrat, yeah. Yep. Again, we're getting some hit and miss filler Pokemon. You're cute because you're a little puppy. Liepard and Delcat, yeah, actually. Delcat, Liepard, and... What the fuck is going on my brain? Liepard and Purloin, Jesus. I'm a big Pansage stan. I really like Pansage and Simisage. The other ones not as much, but I do not get the hate behind them. I do prefer the Pans over the Simis. Muna, I loved the manga with you in it eating black thoughts so he could focus. It just reminds me of Shiny, my friend. But it is actually kind of decent. I should really like this design for it. Maybe not 4. Okay, maybe not 4. Blitzel. Yeah, you're solid. You are solid. I just haven't used you. Oh no, where did you go? Oh no, where did you go, Blitzel? There you are. Roggenroller. Roggenroller and Boldor are just kind of grooving for me, you know? I don't know why. Gigalith does drop down a bit. Woobat I like, yeah. Subat I also like. Drillbur, yep, I do like him. I do like a lot of the black and white Pokemon. Excadrill, it's phenomenal. It's Mega I haven't really used yet, but I actually think it was really cool. It's good to see him get some. Or do you know you're like Chansey 2.0, and I like that for farming XP on you. I don't really care about your Mega, it's kind of boring. Timber, I do forget about your whole line. You're too humanoid for me. Timpole, I do like you. I like Palpitoad a little bit more. And Seismitoad, I like a decent bit. Again, too humanoid. Swaddle, absolute cutie. No, I meant to go to 4 stars with you. Swadloon. And I do really like Leavanny. Uh, Venipede, you're like a 3. Whirlipede, I really like. Yeah, I think that you're both 5 stars. It's Tangy Omega as well. I actually think it's pretty damn cool. It's nice to see them get some love as well. I don't really think about Whimsicott or Cottony a lot. Petlil, you're looking there, but I love this version of Lilligant. The Hisuian form, not as much. I'm not fucking with it. Just fish, and fish. Sando, I love this line because of Ashes. They really boosted you a long way. Louis will be very happy about the placement of these ones. Crocodile was once in the top 10 before some other Pokemon came along. Darumaka, yeah, he's a 2. Ice Darumaka, also a 2. Darmanitan is like a 3. Zen mode, I forget about because it's just not useful. I do like you. I also like your Zen mode more because it is actually kind of funny. Maractus, I really like. There's a lot of too many good grass types in Gen 4 for me to use it, but I really like it. Gen 4, Gen 5. Dwebble a certified QE. Banger design. Crustle as well. Banger design. Scraggy. Not a Pokemon I think about a lot, I'll be honest. I like it. Scrafty, same deal. But I really like Mega Scrafty. Really fucking cool. Just looking like a delinquent. Love it. Sigilyph, again, I'm not much to say about this Pokemon. Yamask, I like. I do like this Galarian one as well. Cofagrigus, I do actually really kind of like. I like the way he walks. It's freaky. Tortuga, like a 3, yeah, and Caracosta. Archon and Archeops are like a 4-star because I think they're pretty decent. They did ruin you with your 3D flying model as well. But when it walks, it's great. Frobisher I do like. A lot of people give it discredit for its design. I think it's good. Same with Garbodor, and I actually kind of really stand with Gigantamax Garbodor. It's being like a dumping ground. Zoroark, I think you're super cute. Sui and Zora, I think you're about the same. Zoroark, I think again, you're same box, but I do not like Hisui and Zoroark. I just think it's a bit too much. It's a bit too much for me. Mincino, I do. Oh, dealing. Mincino, I do like. Cincino, I do like as well. Gothita, Please get away from me. Got the Tell though. Pretty decent. Solosis I do kind of like. I like you're about there, but Duosion I actually kind of stand with. It's cool. Ducklet, yeah, you're like a 2. This is one of the Pokemon designs I can't. Yeah, I get it, and it's not the ice cream. It's just got snow over like ice, but there's not a lot I can say about it. You know. The dealing and their forms I actually kind of like quite a bit. Okay, maybe not dealing as much, but more so Sawsbuck. Personally, my favorite is I think I actually like the autumn a lot. Not just because that's my birth month, but I just really kind of fuck with it. And I do like the winter one as well. I love the little boots. Amolga's decent. Yep. Carablast I don't think about. Scavalier's a decent design. You are the Voltorb replacement, but you know what? You are a lot better than Voltorb. You have a lot more going on. Frillish is a weird Pokemon group that I like. Jellicent as well. Alola Mola, like, I don't care. I do not care. Joltik, I love you. You are so goddamn cute. Oh my god. In fact, I might, yeah, you guys are 5 stars. I'm sorry. I did not mean to insult you and put you in 4 stars, Joltik. You are a 5-star Pokemon. The sprite makes you look massive, though, which is horrifying. Feather Seed. I like the way you move in the overworld. Ferrothorn as well. You did look a lot better when you were hanging from the ceiling, but you walking is also actually kind of funky. No strong opinions about Clink. Dynamo, you're decent. You are kind of freaky, though. I'm pretty sure you're, like, no one's favorite Pokemon. One of the few. Electros I actually really like. Solid Pokemon. Mega Electros as well, I actually really do like as well. I think it's just cool. The way its hands turn into more eating mouths. Kind of resembles Hydreigon in a way there. Elgium, I weirdly do kind of like you. And BEM. Litwick's cute. We have a special Litwick thing when people raid us. So we'll put you there. Lampent, I like as well. Chandelure, I think is really cool. In fact, I'm actually going to put Chandelure in 5 stars. And I really love its Mega. Its Mega's really good. The whole Axew line I love. I think they deserved to be pseudo. In fact, I really want a Mega or regional form that makes Haxorus Steel type. Dragon Steel. I'm ready for it. You've respawned. Welcome back, Lars. We're halfway... Well, we're nearing the end of Gen 5, I think. I hope. Yeah, we're nearing the end of Gen 5. Cubchoo's a cutie. Beartic's kind of boring. Cryogonal, yeah. Shelmet, sure. Excelgor, it's like a 2. Stunfisk, I'm sorry. Galarian Stunfisk, though, I actually think is a lot more of an interesting design. Mean Show is 2, but Mien Shao, I actually really do like. Dronigon's pretty cool. It's a bit forgettable, though. Golett is like a 3 for me, but I do love Golurk. Oh my god. I might Shiny Hunter Golurk. Pawniard, I do like as well, and Bishop. Bouffalon, you're like a 2. They are 4 and 5. Oh, excuse me. Ruffler, it's like a 2. Braviary, I actually do like. But Hisuian Bravery, phenomenal. Phenomenal. I love it. Vullaby, I don't kind of like the diaper, the nappy egg. Mandibuzz, though. Oh, solid Pokemon. Heatmore, you are really forgettable. I'm sorry. Same with Durant. Dino, I do like. You're a 4. Same with Zweilous. Hydreigon, though, is a 5. I do like Hydreigon. It does exist. God, it's really making me scroll now. Larvesta is a 4, but Volcarona is a 5. It was a contender for the top 10, but I really love Volcarona. I think it's so cool. I love the Swords of Justice because sword, and I love them in black and white too. I have cramp by the end of this. I really don't like the genies. Just buff men in clouds. I do not like it. Their incarnate forms, though, phenomenal. I did want to rank these ones close together. Reshiram is actually my second favorite legendary. So you're going to 5 stars. Zekrom as well. You know what? You kind of deserve 5 stars. I think you're a phenomenal counterpart. Yeah, I agree. Um, oh, excuse me. I think Kyurem and Black and White Kyurem are also going to go in 5. I'm really excited to hopefully see the original form dragon. I like the idea of these being one Pokemon. And the fact that we still haven't, I'm praying for a Legends Unova. Keldeo, it's just My Little Pony. I don't really care about it. Hatsune Miku, she's like a solid 3 stars. I don't think about her often. I kind of like her Resolute form a little bit less. Genesect, I think, is a cool Pokemon. But it might be 3 as well. Alright. Yeah, pretty much. Okay, we're on to Gen 6. Ugh. Alright, Chespin. I think Chespin's a 5. He's cute. Quilladin does drop down for me, but he gets a lot of hate. I do love Chestnut. Chestnut gets so much slander, and it should not be a thing. He's so fucking cool. He's the paladin. I love its mega though. The fact that it isn't actually accessible at the moment really pisses me off. Because I would use it. Same with the Delphox line. I think actually the whole Delphox line is phenomenal. They are going to go in 4 stars though. However, I will say, Mega Delphox, phenomenal. I used it hoping I would get to use the Mega, but I haven't yet because it's not out. But this is actually one of my favorite Mega designs. The Froakie line is phenomenal. I love Froakie. He's 4. Frogadier a little bit less. He's very awkward. Greninja, I'm no stranger. I think Greninja is phenomenal. I really like Ash Greninja. I hate that they uncanonized it. It annoys me because it was a fucking cool ass design. And I will be honest, I really don't like the Mega Greninja as much. I think it's just quite bland in comparison. Hey Maggie, how you doing? Welcome in. How'd you like the new layouts? Look at them. Look how fancy they are. Oh, I should sit up. I was really slouching in my chair. I proper slouched in that. Oh. I don't actually think you can hear that audio for Fiery. I don't know if I can turn them off. I need to shorten everyone's alerts for myself. I'm doing pretty good. I'm a little bit tired because I didn't stream yesterday because I was really tired from work because I'd done a long ass shift. I went in early and I was covering people, so I was running 5 machines by myself. And I came home, didn't stream. I was watching everyone stream Lockdown. And then I went to sleep and I slept for 12 hours. I did not realize how tired I actually was. Buttlebee, yeah. Diggersby, you do get pretty ugly. I'm sorry. I found 2 shinies of these while trying to get a fucking alpha chestpin. Fletchling is cute. Fletchinder is also pretty decent. Talonflame, I do like. Solid Pokemon, Talonflame. Oh no, yeah, I was very EP. I was just a bit. I actually kind of like Spupa, and I actually really like fucking what is going on? I'm forgetting Pokemon names genuinely because my brain is mush. I actually really like Vivleon. I love that it has so many different designs. Do I like that how I have to get them? No. I still need to do them for my Pokemon home decks. I'm not enjoying that. Litleo, I kind of forget about you, I'll be honest. Pyro, I do think you're pretty decent. Also, sorry if we insult any of your favorite Pokemon, Magi. But I stand by it. Unless it's Charizard, then fuck your Pokemon. I get the inspiration. I watched a video explaining why this Pokemon is designed this way. I do not like its Mega though. Flabebe, you're 2. Floette, 2. Big spoilers for ZA coming up. Eternal Floette, I love. You've got such a personality. It's the personality in the game. There's only one, so I love it. Big spoiler, but Mega Floette, I love this design. It's phenomenal. Really horrific design choice. Florges I like. Love that design. Which one? Floette. Skiddo, I do like you. Go, I think you're pretty decent. I haven't bonded to you because I already had other grass types on my team when you came out. The Mega one, I really do like it. It's gruesome. Pancham, you're a 2-star. Pangoro, I really do like though. I like your evolution method, but unfortunately, I don't tend to do overlapping types. Furfru, you've grown on me quite a bit. And now that I can put your designs, all your trims in home, yay. Esper, you look traumatized. I love that. I love that for you, girl. You are a 3. I prefer the female one. It's a bit more cunty. It serves. It serves. What are you up to today, though, Maggie? You up to anything nice? I'm trying to get through these quite quick. Oh my god. There's so many left. Actually, oh, you know what? There's not that many left. Okay, no, there is. Hone Edge, I love. I love swords. I'm sorry, guys. I love swords. I think they're cool. I fucking love swords. I have two. I love them. They're my favorite thing. And we get a ghost steel sword. Two types I actually really do like. I don't know. You're a trade Evo and fucking ugly, all four of you. Inkay I actually do like. I think he's a little goofy guy. Malamar I do like as well. Mega Malamar though, actually probably one of the most well-designed megas of ZA. Binnacle, I kind of like you. Barbarical, yeah, you're kind of here. I don't really have much about you. Yeah, Mega Barbarical I like, but I also just don't like that its color changes too much. It just feels like it's off for me. Scrub I actually like. And Dragouge I really like. Ooh. Mega Dragouge though, I actually think is phenomenal. I really want to use one. A lot of the new Megas are beautiful. Chloritzer I do like as well. And Clauncher I do like. Heliolisk I do like. You just need more, you two. Tyrant and Tyrantrum are pretty damn cool. Amora is a cutie. I love Aurorus though. Aurorus is a beautiful Pokemon. I kind of have to put Sylveon in S tier because it is the trans icon Pokemon. I also just do like it. It's a nice new evolution. So what an icon. They made that one for the dolls. Dolls and the Kens. Is it Kens the other way around? I think so. Hawlucha I fucking love. Hawlucha's such a cool Pokemon. And I fucking adore Mega Hawlucha. Mucha lucha. Mucha lucha. I love it. Dedenne, it's a Pikachu clone. You know, you get what you expect. Carbink, I forget about you. Goomy line is fucking goats. All of them. I love all of them. God, this is going to be a while scrolling up and down. I wish they gave you one of the regional forms during a quest for Gudra, but they give you one for Raichu, which just feels so odd. They give you, like, yeah, they give you... Yeah, actually, why do they give you... In ZA, they do a quest for Galarian Stunfisk and for Alolan Raichu and Galarian Slowpoke, but they don't do one for the Pokemon that would be in this region, that is from this region. Or Avalugg, either. I feel like those two should be the ones that they give you. Klefki I could not give a shit about. Phantom I think is so adorable. And it has a phenomenal shiny. Pumpkaboo's grown on me, but I'll be honest, I hate having to find the different forms. Having to search X and Y for each different size for my home decks, genuine pain. It was an awful experience. Bergmite's cute. That's all I can say. Avalugg, I don't really like. I like the Hisuian one more. Noibat, he's a cutie. And I love Noivern. Noivern is a big one for me. He needs a Mega. I beg. I beg, Game Freak. Please say we're getting a Mega in the DLC for him. Xerneas, yeah, it's decent. And the same with Yveltal. Yveltal's actually grown on me more because it's fucking horrifying in ZA when it chases you using its wings as claws. This is the weaker of the Zygardes for me, but Zygarde I fucking love. Also, spoiler coming up if you want to not be spoiled for the end of ZA. I love Zygarde a lot. However, the Mega one's so fucking cool as well. In fact, that has the XYZ and it's kind of like an anti-ultimate weapon. It's cool. I do wish though they gave him a different form or we had him throughout the game and we could change his form to like fly around and stuff. It would be cool. I don't think I should really like. I'm really waiting to be able to catch it in a bit. Hooper, fun little freaky guy. Hooper Unbound is also the same. Volcanion is probably one of the worst mythicals. I'm sorry. Alright, Gen 7. Let's go. Rowlet, you're another big contender for my favorite grass starters. Dartrix, you do drop down, though. You're so awkward looking. But you have two final Evos that are fucking phenomenal. Hey, my love, you alright? Hey, mummy milkers. What a way to drop into chat. I actually like Litten a lot. He's an S tier, don't worry. Samurott is in 4 stars because Hisui and Samurott is in 5. Torracat I really like as well. Incineroar does drop 1 down for me because, again, it's too human-esque. But it is still good. It's a solid 4-star. It's not bad. Probably a line alright. I don't really have any strong opinions about them. I like it, don't get me wrong. I prefer Litten and Torracat, okay? I actually kind of like Primarina. Pinky Peck. Trumbeak is actually kind of for me. Kitty actually really loves this Pokemon. Toucannon. Yeah, I don't really like these guys. Grubbin is alright. I like Battery Charger Bug. The problem that all these Pokemon have is that they're really slow. Vikavolt, I love. Crabrawler, decent. Crabominable, decent. Fire Oricorio, 4. Electric's probably the weakest for me. Your 2. And I love Sensu style, Ghost type, Oricorio. It's my favorite. Shame that's the one that's locked in the post game. So, you know. Whatever. Rabambi, live this. Rabambi! I love Rabambi and Cutie Fly. Rockruff, it's, you know, it's Rock Dog. I think you're pretty decent. I don't like the 2-foot one. I love the Dusk one. Dusk one is my favorite. So, okay. Wishy-washy, it's cool in concept, but I just don't care for it. Marini, again, not a lot of strong opinions. Same with Mudbray and Mudsdale. Dewpider I actually kind of like. And Araquanid's pretty damn cool. Fomantis I really don't like. But Lurantis, phenomenal. I do forget about you guys. You are a cuck, but I do really like Salazzle. Stuff was cute, and Beware is cute as well. Not much to say about you two, but Serena, I think is phenomenal. I should really like it. Comfey is a Pokemon. Oranguru is a Pokemon. Persimmion's a Pokemon. Wimpod is 3 stars. It's a pain to use. But I do love Gillespod. You basically suffer with Wimpod for Gillespod, whose ability is actually quite annoying, but if you can get it right, it's fine. Sandygast, I do like my Persimmon. I mainly love these guys for their shiny. Pyukumuku, I think is funny. Type Null is angsty as fuck, and I love both of these Pokemon. They are emo coded. Minior. That one episode of Minior did make me nearly cry. With Poipole. Kramala, yeah, again, I just don't really care about it. Turtonator is pretty fucking cool in design. Togedemaru, it's a Pika clone, you know? Mimikyu, phenomenal. There's a tier list of the go of all missing Pokemon. Missing no. There's very many missing no's. Fun fact, if you didn't know. So that is a free fact. There's like 6 different types of missing no. Well, there's more than that actually afterwards, but in Gen 1 there's 6 different missing no's. I actually kind of like Bruxish. Decent typing. Dramper, amazing. Mega Dramper, I really wish it was a different type, but I also like it. It looks like a Stormcloud. It should have been electric. Delmar is a cool Pokemon. Music has stopped. Why has the music stopped? Hello? Oh, did I? Oh, I muted my music for me. I turned my microphone down somehow. My headphones down somehow. Jangmo, I don't really care for these guys, I'll be honest. They're super late in the game, and they're just kind of forgettable for me in terms of pseudo legendary. They don't have a lot going for them. The Tapus, I think are solid 3-star. I wish we saw more of them during Sun and Moon, but they were just kind of there, and then you see Tapu Koko in a cutscene, and it's implied the others are also fighting. But it would have been nice to see him a bit more. I love good old Nebby though. I know it's Cosmog, but it will be Nebby in our hearts. Cosmo, it does drop down because you don't really get attached to it. Solgaleo and Lunana though. Yeah, I think they're here. They're here. I think they're really cool. Threes are a lot of the Ultra Beasts are there for me because I just don't care about them or ever really use them. A lot of Pokemon are based on like if I've used them, and I don't tend to use legendaries. So legendaries have to fight for like, oh, how good were they in the plot? And well, I think Guzzlord though is amazing. Well, it's because they're a different category of legendaries. Guzzlord is terrifying as a concept. Now, Cross Mirror is actually really cool. I think it was probably one of the coolest boss fights in Pokemon. I do actually love these. These are going to go in tier 5. Tier 5? 5 stars. And Ultra Necrozma is just so fucking cool. It was actually a really nice fresh air for a boss battle. Magina, yeah, it's like a cool reward for completing the Pokedex. Marshadow, I forget about. Poipole, again, I love Poipole. I think it would be cool if we had a game where we had Ultra Beasts as starters, like Poipole. What if we did like, what if it was like, oh no, I don't think Poison has like a core trio, does it? Because what beats? Oh, okay, well, let me have a look. Let me have a look. Oh, yeah, they could do grass, ground, poison. Yeah. If there was like an Ultra Beast grass and Ultra Beast ground, that could work for Poipole. And we could like start in like an alternate dimension. Stack Attack I actually kind of like. Zero Aura is just fairy bait. Meltdown and Melmetal I actually really love. Meltdown's there, but Melmetal I actually fucking think is so cool. Gmax Melmetal though, it's you don't get to use it, and you can't turn any of your default ones. There's one in existence, so. But I love Melmetal. Fun fact, I fucking hate the Grookey line. Okay, I'll be honest. I like Grookey, but Rillaboom just brings the whole line down for me. Because it just does not look like a grass starter. Gmax is kind of cool, but I just do not like the line. A lot of these starters are actually kind of fucking mid. Brilliant first choices, but the whole lines are just kind of shit. Yeah. I don't like how you're wearing clothes. I do like your Gmax. Sobble's actually really cute. But the problem is, like, these aren't going to get any higher than here because the whole line gets brought down for me. You're ugly as fuck. You're weird. And your Gmax is there. Again, rodent Pokemon. Rookidee. Phenomenal name choices for these. Corvisquire. Are you ready? Corviknight. I love Corviknight. It's a crow. It's a steel type, which I really like. And it just looks so fucking sick. Honestly. I do think its Gmax is a little bit disappointment in comparison because it's just tiny little things around it. So admittedly it is a 4, but I love. Bitbug is decent. I do love Dottler. Corviknight's just so cool for me. Orbeetle's also really fucking cool. I need like something Corviknight related. Oh my god, what is the time? Oh, it's 5. Jesus Christ, it's 5 o'clock. Fuck off, is it 5 o'clock? Oh my god. I fucking hate wintertime because we've moved time back an hour. So we could get More light in the day, but now it's dark and it's like 5 o'clock, and my day feels so over. And it probably doesn't help that I've overslept, but like, ooh. Also, I love the UFO for this. I could probably guess by the reaction of a Pokemon I put somewhere once I get to it. Uh, Nickit is pretty cool, and Thievul a little bit less so. Glossifleur, yeah, I wanted to use it on my playthrough, but I just couldn't. Wooloo's pretty cute. Double's pretty cute as well. Tootle's pretty damn cute. I have one guess before I say it. I think you're Applin. I think you'd like an Applin. This Gmax is pretty decent. Oh, we're so close. Yamper, I think, is super duper cute. Bolt Hunt kind of loses what was cute about Yamper, but it's still a good Pokemon. Carkol, I actually kind of like. I do like this line. Colossal's pretty decent. I like its. I do love its Gmax. All right, Applin. 5 stars. I was gonna say S tier, but yeah, 5 stars. Flapple really kind of loses a lot. And uh, I don't like how those ears are eyes. I don't like its Gmax form because the fact that these are just the exact same design, it pisses me off. They could have been different. They had no reason to be the same. Silly Cobra, eh. I like that you're a Sandstorm. It's pretty cool. You're a fish Pokemon. I like Cramorant. It would have been a Team Rocket Pokemon. It should have been a Team Rocket Pokemon, actually. Yeah, they were there during that generation. They just never used Pokemon during that period. Barraskewda. I don't like how baby-like you are. Toxicity, though. S-tier Pokemon. 5 stars. Oh, Toxicity. Ah. I love its Gmax, though, as well. Uh, Sizzlipede's pretty decent, but I do love Center Scorch. Um, I don't know as much difference in its Gmax, so I'm going to kind of rank it a little bit lower. I know it's just longer. Clobopus is cute, but it unfortunately suffers from being so far into the game that you just get grap locked. And that's kind of it. Sinistea is, yeah, I have no strong feelings on this Pokemon. I actually think it's alright. Hatsina, I like. It's kind of a sleeper Pokemon for me. It starts off quite cute, but I don't have strong feelings until it gets to its final Evo, and I actually love it. I love its Gmax as well. Without my top 6 has been all good, regular except Persimmon. I just don't care about it. It's done nothing for me. Uh, Impodim, you're gonna be. Yeah, this line I just kind of forget about. I do like Grimstyle though. I will give it credit for Grimstyle. And its Gmax is actually pretty decent. Obstagoon. I actually kind of like Obstagoon. That's fair. Panasonic is one of those filler pug. Yeah, yeah. Berserker I actually like. Cursula as well. It's sort of same area. Ooh. Surfetched is an absolute favorite of mine. It's not top 10, but it's an absolute favorite. Mr. Rhyme, you're a little bit better, but I still don't like you. Runarigas is actually pretty solid. Milcery is interesting. Alcremie is weird because I like it because it's an interesting Pokemon with a lot of forms, but I also don't like it because as someone who tries to get every form of every Pokemon, hey Blue, how you doing? How was Pokerogue and how was drawing Pokemon? How did it go? Yeah, I like that there's so many different Alcremie forms, but they're a pain to get and a pain to evolve. Um, but I will do it eventually when I get to doing that gen again. It went. Hey, Atomic, how we doing? How's my yeah? We're nearly through Gen 8, and then we've got Gen 9 left. So we're cracking on through it. It's certainly been a long one. I've turned around, realized how dark it is. Um, so I'm a little bit like 5-star Wooper. It is. It is indeed. It is indeed. I love a Wooper. We're almost done. We're so close. Phalanx. Phalanx is weird because I don't like multiple Pokemon as one Pokemon, but Phalanx kind of gets the pass. Because it's a military formation Pokemon. It's in 4. But spoiler for ZA as well, by the way. We have new Mega Pokemon. It's every Pokemon that exists so far. Mega Phalanx. I love that they Voltron. It's fucking amazing. So it's 5 stars. I loved seeing this for the first time. It's so cool and so cute. See, a lot of the Pokemon I ranted about and took a while talking about were at the beginning. Like, I had a whole rant about Charizard. You tried to basically do what Pyukumuku did, and I just don't care. Snum, I do like, but it's not enough for me. You can't just be cute. Same with Frostmoth. You can't just be cute. You gotta sometimes put in some work for me on my team. And unfortunately, they are probably one of the worst type combos ever. Yeah, there's like they're either just pretty decent and good. Like the reason I hate Charizard is because of how much pandering it gets, so I had to rant about it a lot. And then a lot of the Pokemon I like I've liked Bulbasaur for so long, I gave a full explanation as to why I love Bulbasaur because there's a lot of reasoning behind it. So yeah, yeah. I'm actually kind of a big Stonjourner fan, I'll be honest. It's not quite in 5 stars because I've not used it, but I really kind of think he's quite funky. And I like that. Ice Cube though, it's just not the same. It's a 3-star, but it's just not the same. I prefer Stonjourner over it. Um, the Indeedees, I definitely like this one more. It's a lot more cute. Um, but yeah, you should probably actually be down the ranking. Uh, but I think they're about the same for me. Like I'd say there are no iconic new Pokemon, uh, but they have less staying power. Yeah, no, I see what you mean. I mean, there's some banger Pokemon recently that I've really loved and stuck with me. Um, which I will get to that are in my top 10. Like I've got what 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh shit, yeah, there's literally like oh wait. 2, 4, 5. No, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Oh shit. Gyarados, I'm sorry, you may actually be demoted, my friend. Yeah, I'm sorry, you're demoted, Gyarados. I'm sorry to tell you. You've been kicked out of top 10. think you're there, Gyarados. No, you're... Gyarados is there. Pokedex order. Tinkertink and Torrent are my favorites. I'm sorry, I do love Gyarados, but there's two Pokemon I love more than Gyarados. Um, 5-star. Yeah, Cyndaquil was my first ever starter Pokemon. I played a second-hand copy of Gold. I actually like... This is probably one of the few Pika clones that I do like, and I think is solid, because it's actually kind of a monster. I've nearly been swept by this in Sword and Shield before, because I was unready for it. Yeah, there's a lot of Pokemon that are like just shy of top 10 that are honorable mention. I might make an honorable mention tier list. Not tier, but like a group that I might put a bunch of Pokemon that I think were above 5-star. So I might do that at the end. Especially since like a lot of Pokemon aren't in there because I already have a form of it, like Dragonite. Q-Fan, I kind of like it. I know it's Steven's favorite. I do like Copperaja more. I do like G-Max Copperaja the same amount. I think it's cool that he stands on 2, but again, it's not a Pokemon I've used. There's not enough going on for me, and it's only been in 2 generations. So because I haven't had chances to use it, it's not a lot. But I think that's probably what, like, yeah, sort of to take it back to what you're saying, Blue. A lot of Pokemon that are like in early game, I've had more in the earlier games. I've had more chances to use. Even though I use new Pokemon more, I've replayed the older games more. So I've used different Pokemon, and especially with Dexit, a lot of the new Pokemon might not be in the new games, so I've not seen them. I do love Dracozolt. I think you're cool. I do like Arctozolt as well. Dracovish, though, I love. I love his noise in the anime. Oh la la. Love him. Love Ash's Draco's Arctovish. No, it's Dracovish. Then Arctovish is actually kind of the weakest for me. Duraludon, I'm actually kind of a fan of Duraludon. I think he's quite cool, and they do improve him later on. G-Max Duraludon, yeah, I like it. I like it. I can't say much else. It's an interesting form. It works. It's good. Dreepy. Yeah, I think Dreepy is there because it's quite weak. You don't actually really see it in the game. Dracloak does go a tier up, but I do fucking love Dragapult. Ghost Dragon typing is amazing, and the fact that it's a stealth bomber, I've lost it. Where did I drop it? There we go. I'm gonna be okay. So both Zacian and Zamazenta, their base forms, I'm gonna put them down here because I don't want to scroll all the way up with them. But they are just kind of boring, especially versus their crowned forms. I love both of them. A Sword and Shield dog, yes. Holy shit, that's rad as fuck. That's really cool. And they fight a alien dragon god. Fuck yeah. Oh shit, that's so true. You're so right, that's why. I love Eternatus as well. I think the Darkest Day battle was so cool. Do I still think that it should have been Bede and Marnie there fighting with you? Yes. Missed opportunity. A creepy, which is don't decide creepy. I love Dreepy that it loves getting shot out of the head. It's funny. But I just didn't get a bond with it when I used it. Because I didn't have one. I had Dracloak. So you're like a 2 mainly because I know that you're really painful in competitive. Makes me worry about you. But also they really tried to make me bond with you. And I didn't actually want to use you on my team when I played through the DLC, so the G-Max forms are, yeah, sort of out there. They're decent. Your movie was fucking heartbreaking. Jesus Christ. I think it's a very good film. They actually didn't put the Papa one. It was nice to see some new Reggies. Actually, I actually am a big fan of new Reggies. I did think Reggie Drago was going to be Reggie Dark because of Dark Ages, but I guess Dragon works. It just feels a bit odd. Galastria, I'm sorry, I just don't really care for you, but Spectria, you are phenomenal. Uh, I love that you hypnotize Peony. I thought you were very fun and pretty cool. Now, these two are technically fusion Pokemon, but I do not like them because, as I mentioned earlier, I hate when there are multiple Pokemon in one Pokeball, which this does with them. I don't like that. It doesn't sit right with me. It's also not a fusion. They're just riding the Pokemon. Yeah, no. Don't get me started. Okay, no. This is Mega Aerodactyl. I love Aerodactyl. Aerodactyl is in 5 stars for me. I just really don't like Mega Aerodactyl because I think it's probably the laziest Mega design. That is why. I would use a Mega Aerodactyl, but I think the fact that it's just jagged spikes, it's not enough for me. And it actually kind of annoys me. But Aerodactyl is phenomenal. No, I can't stand that. I gotta disagree with you there. I think it's such a lazy design in comparison. In fact, you know what? I actually want to put these two here. Actually, no, because I actually do like the design though. Unlike for yes, and Charizard. Technically, yeah, this was for Charizard, but this Aerodactyl form annoys me too much. It annoys me. But like, I also put the other Charizard form higher up because it is it's a good Charizard improvement. Um, Even if I don't like it, it's a good Mega Charizard. Whereas that is not a good Mega Charizard because it's a cool design. And 9 times out of 10, if you're playing casual, you're never going to go below half health. So, Weed is decent. I think it's decent. I love Cleavor. I did use Cleavor when Arceus came out. I love Cleavor. If you watch Pokemon Chronicles, there was a whole episode about Aerodactyl, called Worse Than a Casual. I've used Archeops and I had no problem with it. It was so cool. It's such a cool Pokemon. Luna, I actually like both of these. Um, I'm gonna put this one in 4 stars, and I'm gonna put the other one in 5 because I like the implication that there is a final Evo that we cannot evolve into, but exists. It's almost like a paradox Pokemon, but it's not. It's really weird. I think it's got some interesting lore implications. Basculegion, I'm a massive fan of. I really like I would go as far as 5 stars, 4 stars. The other one though, the white one, I think is so fucking ugly. But I love Basculegion. Who's my number one? It's Bulbasaur. Bulbasaur's my number one. These ones are in order at the top 10. If you ever watched Pokemon Chronicles, there is an episode of Bulbasaur who helps a new trainer find all 3 of the starters that go missing. And Bulbasaur is an MVP of that episode. And that is why he's my favorite. I highly recommend watching it. Where's the episode? Journey to Starting Line, I think it is. Yeah, Journey to the Starting Line. Yeah, I love him so much. I literally have so much Bulbasaur merch in my house. Uh, Zeki said Bulbasaur once pointing out. I just summon them. I just summon them. Sneasler is a weird humanoid design, and I don't know how I feel about it. I do love that. Actually, what the fuck is your name? I think this is the first Pokemon I forgot. Oh my god. Guys, I am tired. I'm very sorry. What did you have? Oh my god, have I actually forgot a Pokemon name? Overquill, that's it. That was it. Sorry, I did have to look it up. Overquill. Sorry, I did peek my mic as well. Overquill, I really like that it's based off a landmine. I'm sorry, I slept for 12 hours today. I'm not with it. I really love Overquill though. Again, where did I put the other genies? Yeah, I don't like the humanoid genies, but I kind of fuck with the alternate forms of them. I think they're cool. We're now in the final generation. I am a big fan of the Sprigatito line. It is another one of the top tier grass starter lines for me. This is the pain about ranking Pokemon high, is that I have to scroll all the way up. Oh, I probably could. Could I? No, it doesn't work. I can't. I can only do it on the way down. I do wish it wasn't humanoid as much, but it's grown on me more. Fuecoco is so fucking stupid looking. I love him as well. Crocodile does drop down a bit. It's just a bit too goofy and it does feel a little bit out of place. But I still like it. And Skeledirge is fucking phenomenal. It's really good. It's really, really good. Unfortunately, the same could not be said for this line. Quaxley, big fan of Quaxley. I knew he was my least favorite out of them, but I did like him. And then Quaxquavel happened, and I was like, yeah, I don't like this. So yeah, I've also moved you by accident. LeChonk tries too hard to be Bidoof. It tries way too hard. Tarantula is super cute. I like that it's a little webbed up. And I like that you are kind of like a martial art looking spider. Nimble, I do love. I was originally going to use Nimble, but I found a shiny Flamigo within like the first 5 minutes of me playing the game. And I ended up filling that slot. So, especially because I had a dark type already. I might have had 2 dark types. Who did I use my first playthrough? Oh, I already had 3 because I had Meowscarada. The Pawmi line is so disappointing. It just does not change enough. They're too scared to take a risk. Mousehold I love. Oh, well, this is Tandemaus. But the Mousehold I do love. I love the 3 stage 1 because it implies 1 fucking died. But I also love Population Bomb as a move. It is insane. Like, how does the move work? Are they birthing children and throwing them as explosives? Like, what's happening? Fido, certified QE, and Fido. Or Daxbun even. Amazing. Smoliv is my little anxiety bean. I like you. Dolive kind of loses me a little bit, but Arboliva brings it back. These guys are really forgettable. I did not like this when I first saw it, but I used it in Pokerogue, and oh my god, it really did grow on me. Quite a bit. To the point where I actually really like Garganical. Uh, I do wish you were a little bit cooler, but you are still pretty good. Um, and I'll be honest, Cerulege, it's up there. I really fucking love Cerulege. It's so angsty and cool. It's so cool. It appeals to me in too many ways. Swords, Ghost Fire, yeah. Armor Rouge is also really good. It is a 5-star. It's just it had nothing compared to like I was gonna get Violet anyway because I love purple. You wouldn't tell. But I love Cerulege, and that was partly a reason why I would get it over if the other version. I do not like you. Belly Bolt I think is really cute. Belly Bolt's one of those Pokemon that works better by itself. It was nice to get an Electric Bird. I just wish you were available earlier in the game because they've kind of done away with Route 1 Pokemon, and it leaves a weird gap. You are freaky. You nearly made me cry as well because of your story with Arvin. Uh, I hate you. Grafai is pretty decent. Yeah. I do like Brambleghast more, though. It did not need to be an Evo. Your running animation is phenomenal. I'm pretty sure Toadstool leaps. Clove is decent. I just wish there's a little bit more, you know? I don't like you. You're pretty decent, though. Capskid is weird, and I do really like Scovillain. I do wish it had a third Evo, though. It does feel very mid-Evo-y. I don't like Shitbug. Vrabska is a bit better. You're weird. There's these weird little, like, baby-esque Pokemon that just don't sit right with me. Lady Gaga's a little bit better. Tinkertink, I do like. It's not phenomenal, but I do like it. It does, like, it's one of those Pokemon that improves every time it evolves for me. Tinkaton is one of my favorites, though. I love it. All right. Wiglet Mog Trio, yeah, but at the same time, no. You know? Bombardier, I just don't care about. See, Palafin, it's a good attempt, but it just doesn't work. Like, I like this form a lot, but it just doesn't work for me. And I think it's such a pain switching it out. Like, in competitive, it's one thing, but casually, nah. This guy's just kind of ugly. Cyclozar is kind of lore implied to be well, it is a legendary in lore, but like it's just no. Orthworm is cool, but leaves a lot to be desired. Glimlet, yeah, you would have been better, but you're the champion of the game really lets you down, and I think that is the main point with you. Grievard, ooh, not you. Grievard is cool. And Houndstone isn't as cool for me. Oh, I meant to put you in 4. Oops. Yeah, they were trying to do convergent species, which is a thing, and they were testing it out. But I think people just prefer regional forms. But I think they just Wiglet was not the one to do. Flamigo is decent. It could be better. So Toddle, it's cute, but I don't care. So Titan, I do kind of like. Water Zubat 2 or 3 even. Water Zubat 3. I do like you, but I failed a shiny because in the game its model's too big, so it spawned in my area. And it spawned right on the edge of where it spawned in and immediately walked out of it and despawned. So I lost it. So I now hate that Pokemon. Tatsugiris, I do like them. I like the little sushi. I did freak and thought I found a shiny when I first saw it. But nope. They pranked me good. Annihilate is a much needed upgrade to a definitely sort of forgotten Pokemon. So yeah, put that there. Clodsire, I think it's 4 because I prefer Quagsire. It just doesn't do enough compared to I would have rathered a regional Quagsire, I think. Farigarath is pretty decent. It's a nice upgrade. Kingambit, I love. I love Kingambit. One of the Pokemon I used. Basically all my Pokemon I used in Violet were weapons. This was a piss take. I do like. We're on paradoxes now. I love. Fucking, I cannot remember these guys now. I think I'm losing it. I think I'm losing it, guys. I'm even forgetting Pokemon names, which is not a common thing. Screamtail is amazing. I actually really love Screamtail. And I place my favorite Paladin, but it's so bad. It is. I forget about you, I'll be honest. Fluttermane, I know you're competitively good, but I just don't care about you. I love this Paradox Volcarona. I love it. Fighting Bug. It's cool. Sandy Shocks is really cool as well. I do like it. Iron Treads. It's so disappointing compared to... Oh my god, I forgot. Oh, I don't know. I give up. I give up, guys. I love the Delibird. It was nice to see Delibird get some love. Iron Bundle. Iron Hands it's alright. Iron Jugulus, again, it's alright. Iron Moth, love it. It's not as good as Thingy. It's a 4-star, yeah. Iron Thorns I really love. It's a shame that I think it's the worst one in terms of strength, but I love it. I love Mecha Godzilla. See, the line starts off pretty weak, but Baxcalibur, phenomenal. I really love it. I love that its signature move just throws itself at the enemy. Gimme Gold Chest. He's kind of lower down. I do like Gimme Ghouls. They're kind of average. Because they're weak. But I get it. You're meant to grind out the 100 coins. But you know what? I love Golden Ghoul. I do love Steel and I love Ghost types. So a Ghost Steel type? Amazing. Love it. I love Wo-Chen. No. Is it Wo-Chen? Oh, fuck me. What is going on with my brain today, guys? I love it. It's my favorite out of the out of these boys. I think rating all the Pokemon has actually deteriorated my mind. This one is kind of shit compared to the rest of them. Chi-Yu is fucking adorable though. I love him. Roaring Moon. It's pretty damn cool. Iron Valiant. It is so angsty. It's not quite 5 stars, but it is. Yeah, I love it. Koraidon has grown on me a lot and is actually up there as one of my favorites. I ranked it low because its shiny escaped me because of how it spawns and spawn radiuses work. It spawned in and immediately despawned, even though I was stood still. I like Miraidon and Koraidon. I think they're brilliant. It actually pissed me off. I actually closed my game because I was like, nah. Walking Wake, I really fucking love. I wish you weren't raid exclusive. Why they did that, I do not know. Uh, I don't know why they did Virizion as the coincide, because I would have done Cabalion. But the Iron Swords of Justice one is cool. Driplin I love. Driplin's amazing. Yeah, it's an interesting regional convergent species. It's interesting that it's flipped. I kind of like these guys. Okidoki, Monkey Dory, and Pheasantipity. I actually really like Pheasantipity a lot more. I might actually put it a little bit higher. I do like Bird Pokemon a lot. Ogerpon is a cutie. I'm not going to do all the masks. Ah, fuck, I'll do all the masks. I've come this far. Ogerpon is amazing. I'm going to rate the masks like 3, because she's cute. She deserves to be rated high. I just don't really care about the masks because I'm not using them. Again, I don't use legendaries, so... Duraludon. Phenomenal. Amazing upgrade. I love it. I love it. Signature move as well. Really cool. And you guys ready? Because the last Pokemon going in top 10 is Hydrapple. I fucking love Hydrapple. It's probably just after Espeon. I really love Hydrapple. I think it's so cute. It's such an upgrade because I really wasn't as big a fan as the other of the other Applin forms. So Hydrapple coming out, I fucking adored it. And I took a gamble on Driplin because I didn't know what Hydrapple was going to look like. So I was like, fuck it, I'll add Driplin to my team and I'll see what it looks like when it fully evolves. And oh my god, it was worth it. It was absolutely worth it because this thing is amazing. The final Pokemon. I actually really like all the... Yeah, it's a 4-star. I really like all the class paradox of the legendary beasts. I don't get the lore implication. I know that they're kind of like created, not actually real, if that makes sense. But yeah, I like them a lot more compared to these guys. The Paradox Swords of Justice. But they are still pretty damn good. And then who do we have left? Terrapagos, I think, is cute, but I actually really don't like it in this form. I much prefer it in this form. And I don't actually like this form. And Petron, I actually really liked. I really liked this little post-game story. It's nice to get a mythical post-game story. And that is every fucking Pokemon ranked. Oh my god. I'm free. I'm done. I'm done. Oh my god. Here we go. That is a big regret sub goal to do. So let's try and do this very slowly. It took 3.5 hours. Jesus. I like how it's very victorious music playing right now. What good timing. Three and a half of the first gen. Uh, I like a lot of Gen 1 Pokemon. There we go. I will quickly make some honorable mentions because of course I love the entire Venusaur line. I love Butterfree. I love Arcanine. I love this form of Meowth. Articuno is my favorite legendary. Dragonite I love, but I love its form more and I didn't want to double them up. Houndoom's grown on me, but I've not used it long enough for it to be a top 10. Da, 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 da. It's a very cute Meowth, isn't it? Oh, Gyarados. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I scrolled past it. Where did I... Oh, I put Gyarados here, even though its Mega's there. Gyarados. Um, Politoed was once in the top 10. Noivern's close. Scizor, I would say, as well. Yeah, I'd say that's kind of like all the honorable mention. I really do love this Braviary actually as well. Yeah, there we go. Jesus. Now, what do I do in my life? No, no worries. I mean, we're gonna wrap up stream now anyway, so um, you know, thank you very much for popping in and take care of yourself. Uh, who should we raid into? Who is live? Anyone we know live at the moment? Abandoned? Abandoned? What do you mean abandoned? Oh god, like no one I know is live. Normally loads of people are live on a Saturday at this time. Oh. Do. Does anyone know anyone who's live at the moment? Bye bye, driver. Uh, let's have a look at this person. I don't mind. I'm happy to raid into anyone if they can be vouched for. I've just seen someone who's doing a subathon, a birthday subathon. I was just having a nose at them. Momo Kozimon. Oh, okay, yeah, we can raid into them. Let me have a look. Yeah, let's do it. All right. Yep, we're gonna go raid to them. I realized that the raid command probably won't work properly because of the emotes. Even though they're follower based, I think you have to be subscribed to me or them to use my emotes in their channel. Someone was saying. So feel free to just copy the non-emote version and just do the text. But we're gonna raid into them. I will be alive. I don't know when because I haven't actually got anything scheduled in. Because next weekend I'm away for my Mama Hex's birthday. But I might be live Monday because I finished work early for some meeting. Then once that's done, I'm home. So I might be live Monday. Yeah, I'm gonna end now. But thank you very much for popping in. I appreciate you all. Oh yeah, that'll work. Yeah, copy what Blue sent. Yeah, we'll do that one, and I can probably do the raid one. Yeah, thank you very much. I love you and leave you. Until next time, take care. Bye bye.